and puts his foot into it, and we are underway. The 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl. Bring it on out, Cooper Kupp. It's an all-star game from 9 yards deep. He angles to the left and has some room. 20-yard line, 25, and finally ridden out of bounds on the far sideline, 29-yard line. Jamal Williams, the BYU running back, over there for the tackle. The starting quarterback, gentlemen, today on the north side of things for the Chicago Bears staff, Nate Peterman, a 2-year starter, 14 wins at Pitt, a transfer from Tennessee.
And obviously had the upset of the year when Pitt beat Clemson. He had 5 touchdown passes, no interceptions. I spent some time with Pat Narduzzi, his college coach, on the sideline yesterday, and Pat likes to say he reminds him of Kirk Cousins, who Pat coached at Michigan State.
And he's going to start a Michigan running back, and that's Devian Smith behind him on first down, and Smith's going to get the ball out of the backfield. Devian Smith over near the 30-yard line, finally ridden out of bounds by the linebacker from Houston, number 5, Tyus Bowser.
You know, this Tyus Bowser, number 5, is kind of an interesting dude, okay? He played college basketball at Houston his freshman and sophomore year. He's only 6'2½". He's explosive, he's quick. He reminds me of a little bigger version of the Temple kid, Hassan Reddick, we're going to see on the other side of the ball. He had sack production at Louisville, and he's playing off the ball now. He can really help himself if he can show coverage skills.
8.5 sacks in 8 games for Tyus Bowser as Peterman sets up a screen, and that goes nowhere. Devian Smith is nailed by your linebacker out of Florida, who had a very good week, Alex Anzalone.
He's been one of my favorite players this week, Mike, because he's that new age linebacker. He's athletic, he diagnoses it, and then you just see the burst to close and finish right here. He's what you're looking for in a linebacker right now. Durability is a concern, but run, cover, blitz, that's what he does.
Yeah, the Achilles heel has been, he's only started about 10 games in the last 2 years with a variety of injuries, and durability / availability is key in the evaluation process.
Anzalone had a broken arm last year, looked healthy there. Now on 3rd and long, Peterman steps up in the pocket. He tries to flip it, gets it away to Devian Smith. So he creates something out of nothing. Well short of the first down, though. He gets it out to the 35, and it is punt time early here for the North.
You know, DJ, one of the things I liked about him was quick feet in the pocket. You can see his eyes up, and as he scrambles, he flips it out. So instead of -4, he gave a running back a chance to get a first down. He doesn't have the biggest arm in the draft, but I really do like his pocket awareness.
He's comfortable inside that pocket, and it's not something you see with all these quarterbacks at the college level. They want to get out of there the first chance they can.
Here's Arkansas's Toby Baker to punt it away, and DJ Pumphrey, the leading rusher in the history of FBS football here, over 6,400 yards for San Diego State. The little guy, the lightest guy on either roster, is going to bring it out to the 29-yard line, and that is where we will see the first snap for the starting quarterback today for the South. Josh Dobbs from Tennessee, 2-time, or rather 2nd team All-SEC, won 23 games with the Vols, including 3 bowl games.
Kind of guy you root for. He's got a whippy arm. He's got some size and athletic ability. The inconsistency with his accuracy is the biggest concern I have off tape, but he's one of the smartest kids in this game. Really enjoyed him.
And Pumphrey, who returned that punt, again, the leading rusher in FBS history, is in the backfield. He's going to throw it over the middle, however, to the blue chipper you mentioned at the top of the show, Mike. That's O.J. Howard out of Alabama.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of him today.
That's why they got him in early the ball.
I was just going to say, a series or 2. I talked to him on the field before the game, and I said, okay, when we get to the combine, give me a number on the 40, because I'm going to hold you to it. He said 4.58. So that's now the official over-under for O.J. Howard at the combine.
The first week of March in Indianapolis, of course, live and exclusively here on NFL Network, here on a 2nd down. They're going to hand it off to Pumphrey, who checked in at 169 pounds Tuesday at the weigh-in. I spoke to him on the field before the game. He said he was 172 before he flew here, but somehow got to 169. Guy says he played most of the year at 175.
I think him returning punts, Mike, we just saw him return a punt. That's where he's got to really excel at that size.
At 170 pounds, it's really kind of ironic. He had over 1,100 college football touches without getting hurt. So he was available every week. He was durable every week, but you're right, he's going to be a space player. How do you find touches for him?
Here he is on the carry on 3rd and 1, and he's going to find room. He's the little guy. He takes a leg, but he gets across the 45 and gets the first out of the 48. That is UConn's Obi Melifonwu, who you guys love this week.
So watch this little dude scoot through a hole. This is called getting skinny right in here, but then watch number 20, Melifonwu, square him up and bang. 6'4", 219, and Melon Fonwu was one of the more intriguing athletes. The only thing I'd like to see there, Danny, is him to continue to bring his legs through contact.
Melon Fonwu is one of the guys that all the scouts love this week. Made some money as the play fake on first down, the rollout, and there's Pumphrey. Pumphrey chased to the sideline by Hassan Reddick, the Temple linebacker. You want to talk about guys that made money this week? He is the high riser on everyone's draft board.
Yeah, the guy that really, I think, had the best week of anybody here was Reddick. Now watch 57. If he can cover from the off linebacker position, he's going to make himself a lot of money, because at Temple, he was a hand in the dirt 4-3 defensive end. That's him flashing from the right. So if he can cover man and zone, DJ, he's kind of got a special skill set.
He can play inside, you can play outside, you can do a lot of things with him.
That was a gain of 9 for Pumphrey. Now it's Matt Days out of NC State into the game of the backfield, and a throw and an incompletion. The intended receiver there, number 17, the tight end Evan Ingram out of Ole Miss, off his hands. Vince Beagle, the Wisconsin linebacker, had the coverage.
You'd like to see him come down with that, and it might have been interference on Beagle. He might have been there a little early, but you really want to see the seam, and you're going to see him coming down the seam. You want to see that catch get finished. And I don't know, I can't tell from that angle if there's, the ball's high.
I don't think he dropped a ball all week either.
Yeah, that's a tough catch. Ball's high, and he had Beagle all over him.
Ingram looked great all week, and here's the handoff running left. Matt Days from NC State puts his foot in the ground and gets up across the 40. That ball is out.
The Gideon that forced it out.
And it is a turnover. That was the Michigan linebacker Ben Gideon, number 42, and a turnover, our first of the game.
It looked like we had Beagle right there as well. Nice sequence for him.
Beagle and Gideon involved in that sweep.
It was Matt Days, the running back out of NC State. Here's a second look. Beagle got there first, and then it was Gideon behind him. Our first turnover of the day. The South coughs it up. North takes over after this at the Reese's Senior Bowl.
Reese's Senior Bowl is presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Reese's. Perfect.
When it comes to healthcare, seconds can mean the difference between life and death.
For Partners in Health, time is life. We have 18,000 people around the world. The Microsoft Cloud helps our entire staff stay connected and work together in real time to help those that need it.
The ability to collaborate changes how we work. What we do together changes how we live.
Everyone's looking forward to the new year, especially burglars. Targeting homes with new toys like yours. Get ADT for just $28.99 a month. That's less than $1 a day.
Tested, trusted, proven. ADT.
This game can really boost your draft stock, especially guys that, a lot of the personnel people in the National Football League didn't get a chance to see. I was that guy. So take it seriously. It's one of your biggest job interviews you'll ever do. And have fun at the same time. Enjoy your peers. That's a memory for me that I will always remember. That was one of the best times I had coming out of college, being around all my peers. Certainly a fun time, but at the same time, it is a job interview.
And LaDainian Tomlinson, our colleague, aced that job interview in 2001. He ended up being the 5th overall selection by the San Diego Chargers. The rest is history, and hopefully for LaDainian next Saturday, a bit of history as well. Obi Melon Fonwu had a couple of big hits, is sitting there with the football on the sideline after Matt Days from NC State coughed up the football, turned it over 3 times on fumbles lost during the season. And here is another one. And here is the Wisconsin running back Corey Clement on the second possession of the game for the North. Corey Clement had a good week of practice as well. First team All Big Ten.
You know, Clement had a pretty good week, DJ, and I think you and I both talked about, you know, in 2014 he was behind Melvin Gordon. 2015 he has groin surgery. Had a big year this year, and I hate to see him down there. Boy.
You hate to see it. The North was pretty healthy most of the week. Let's take a second look there. Clement, middle of your screen. Goes down on that left knee first. Hard to tell from that angle here. Hope Corey Clement is okay. Yeah. You want to get through this week healthy. You want to get through the game healthy as well. So Corey Clement walking to the sideline. They're going to check him out of the sideline. Hopefully he is okay. Back after this from Mobile.
Library break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Gentlemen, let's do this. In 3, 2, 1. Begin! No, no! In our car show this week.
Oh, that wasn't even necessary.
It's not a breath of wind. Oh, hello. Goodbye.
There he is. What's up, Miles? Blue, this is Miles. Miles, Blue.
Great party, man. Better game days call for better pizza.
And now get 2 large pizzas with any choice of 2 toppings for just $8 each. That's 2 large 2-topping pizzas for only $8 each.
Better ingredients.
Better pizza.
Papa John's.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, Super Bowl secrets caught on tape, the Patriot way through the Falcons' D. Plus, who just played himself into the first round? The Senior Bowl final whistle is TA's cue. Tonight, 5:30 Eastern.
A week from tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday, NFL Game Day Morning has Super Bowl 51 covered for you. 8.5 hours of live coverage from Houston. NFL Game Day Morning, Super Bowl Sunday at 9 live on NFL Network. Here we are at Lad People Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. Corey Clement still has his helmet on. Walked to the sideline under his own power after a gain of 8. Was down on the field for a little bit. Good to see him, though, back on the sideline, not getting medical attention, which one would think is a positive thing. Corey Clement, 15 touchdowns this year for Wisconsin.
And to finish that story, he had 2 years where he was behind Melvin Gordon, had groin surgery. Big year this year, but didn't play on 3rd down. They had a guy named Dario Gumbawale, who we saw last week at the East-West. DJ had a huge week knocking down linebackers in pass protection drills.
The new running back is Kareem Hunt, who had a very good week this week as well. He is out of Toledo, but he had nowhere to run there as Harvey Longy, the BYU linebacker and a former running back himself, was there.
Yeah, he was at Utah as a high school running back and ended up on a 2-year Mormon mission, came back, transferred to BYU, became a linebacker, and had a very active week.
Yeah, he was on the line of scrimmage till the last game of the year. They put him inside in their bowl game when I had a chance to watch him. This week he spent the whole week inside. That's where he's going to play.
Longy actually had 20 carries this year for the Cougars as well. That's a loss of 3 to bring up 3rd and 5. That's Nate Peterman, the Pitt quarterback. He got the start today for the North. They have 3 quarterbacks, 3 on each roster, and there's Zay Jones with the catch. A first down across midfield to the 45-yard line. The tackle by Marquez White out of FSU. Zay Jones, the son of former Cowboys linebacker and 3-time Super Bowl champion Robert Jones.
And he's been impressive all week long. I think Cooper Kupp and Zay Jones, to me, have been the top 2 wide receivers here, Mike. And we knew when you watch him on tape, 150-plus catches, tunnel screens, bubble screens. I've been impressed with what he's done going down the field this week in practice.
Yeah, I think the most impressive 2 things are his hands and his toughness.
That was a gain of 14. No one has caught more passes in the history of college football FBS than Zay Jones, 399. Corey Clement back in the game, good to see. Gets a couple of yards there. Down to the sideline, Alex Flanagan.
Andrew, as you mentioned, Zay Jones, the NCAA's reception leader, but he said coming into this game there was a lot of talk that those numbers might be overinflated because it comes out of a small school in East Carolina. So he said he came in this week here trying to prove, or trying to remove, I should say, all small school doubt, and I think he achieved that goal this week.
He had a great week of practice, and as DJ said, he and Cooper Kupp, I'm not sure ball hit the ground all week.
Zay Jones led FBS this year with 158 receptions. He's on the bottom of your screen as Peterman is back to throw, steps up, and he's going to run. Nate Peterman's going to slide as he gets first down yardage to the 33.
Kind of confirms what we talked about with the pocket awareness, and he's got quick feet in the pocket. They've got a fullback in the game, straight drop back, and at Pitt he was under center. He's one of the few quarterbacks in college football that's been under center, is comfortable with dropping back 5-step, 5 with a hitch, running all kinds of play action at Pitt, so he's very aware in that pocket.
Let's keep an eye on the slot here on Trent Taylor from Louisiana Tech. He's been awesome all week working out of the slot.
Slot left, he is 5'7", 177, but it's going to be Clement here. Nice move for Clement across the 30, the 25, the 20. Corey Clement back healthy and to the 18-yard line. Jordan Stearns, the Oklahoma State safety, got it.
Yeah, he ran through the tackle of Rayshawn Jenkins, who's got to make this tackle. The safety from Miami right there. Steps through it, switches the ball to the outside arm, and maximizes the run. Good day so far for Corey Clement.
It's a gain of 15 there as Kareem Hunt from Toledo checks back in wearing 33, the only man in the backfield. Zay Jones to the right, Trent Taylor and Jordan Robinette, a wide receiver from Air Force, blue helmet there, top of your screen. This is a first down for Peterman, hands to Hunt. And he gets across the 15 into a pile near the 13.
I think the best offensive lineman in this game is probably Dan Feeney. Watch him at right guard and watch him explode into the defensive tackle and then move his feet. Snatches that left arm through and just cleared about 3 yards, and he had something to prove. I mean, he had a concussion early on in the season, missed 4.5 games, came back, had to play right tackle, and once Forrest Lamp got hurt, I think he became the #1 lineman in this game.
He's got some major torque up top in his upper body, and played some center and did a nice job at center this week as well.
First team All-American from outside Chicago says he likes Kyle Long's game. Who doesn't? Kareem Hunt out of a tackle, and he spins his way down across the 5 to the 2.
Montravius Adams from Auburn, who's a big, explosive guy inside, almost made the play in the backfield. Watch that white helmet down there. He's going to beat the center's block. It's upfield, but the spin move by Hunt, north and south.
When we've talked about him all week, though, Mike, with Hunt, it's the balance that he has. Now, he's dropped a bunch of weight, which kind of surprised us, but you see a little bit of his balance right there.
Yeah, contact, balance, after he's been hit, keeping his feet, maximizing the run.
The leading rusher in Toledo history is trying to get to the pylon, cuts it back with a flag down to the backfield, and gets to the 1 there. The tackle by Duke Riley, the LSU linebacker.
The power forward from Villanova, Passanio, got tackled right there, Mike.
There's a lot of holding going on there.
Holding, offense number 72, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, remains first down.
All right, so they get holding on Taylor Moten out of Western Michigan. We have an 8-man officiating crew today. James Carter, as you saw there from the SEC, is our lead official.
This Moten kid's interesting. He's in the MBA program at Western Michigan. He's blocking on Villanova, who's a double major, and as soon as the Villanova kid gets through, you can see he just tackles him. And I think it's kind of cool. Moten's mom is a woman that's high up in the hierarchy at Michigan State. He's graduated. He's now in the MBA program. This Tano Passanio from Villanova, double major. Pretty cool to see that kind of academic prowess.
Keep it on the ground here to get it across the 10. And Villanova, Mike, as you call him, as many people have called him here this week, Tano Passanio, we're going to talk about him for a while as Devian Smith has the carry, because he is the one guy, Hassan Reddick aside, that everyone has been talking about in the stadium, in restaurants and bars, everywhere.
I mean, we talk about who do you get off the bus first with, you know, when you have a road game, and Tano Passanio from Villanova is 6'7", 280 pounds. He's shredded, and he's had a really good week as a small school player.
Here's Devian Smith on the draw. Devian Smith across the 5 to the 4.
It's one of my favorite players making the tackle there, Mike. You got Cam Sutton from Tennessee, who I've been impressed because they played him as the high safety. He's played outside at corner, and you see him right here playing inside as the nickel. The coaches, when you talk to him down on the field, said that he's soaked up everything. Everything they throw at him, he soaks it up.
And I thought it was a huge week for him. He missed 6 games with a broken ankle. And when he got back, for instance, I did the Vandy game, and I'm like, what's all the talk about this Cam Sutton? I don't see it. And then come out this week, he tackled everybody, competed, see quickness and explosion.
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Devian Smith in the backfield. Peterman looking left, throwing back of the end zone. Zay Jones. 1 foot back of the end zone.
He got maybe 1 down, but then, again, because it's not a team game today, it's about individual skill sets. You can see his hands, folks. Watch him get up.
Wow.
Try to get the left foot down.
Oh, he scored.
He might have had that.
There's no replay. I think he got it. 1.
Let's see if the knee hits first. The knee hit first, I think.
I don't care. I'll take it.
No, I'm all in.
As a scout watching this tape, I don't care if they say it's a touchdown or not. I'll take it.
That's all in, that effort. Great
Good to me. Here's Zane Gonzalez from Arizona State. 22-yard field goal try is right down the middle and good. The most field goals in FBS history. He's not missing a 22-yarder. The North over the South, 3-0. Although, if this had been a real game, this might have been a real touchdown for Zay Jones.
Wow.
Keep on sucking.
It's not just a car. It's your daily retreat. Go ahead. Spoil yourself. The ES and ES Hybrid. This is the pursuit of perfection.
I believe in me too.
Champions, at last, now you can celebrate the NFC's best with the Conference Championship Trophy Collection. Direct from NFLShop.com, it's the official hat and t-shirt Falcons players and coaches are wearing. They had the will, they found the way. Don't miss out on the chance to celebrate like them. You've got the passion, get the gear. Wear it with pride, only from NFLShop.com.
I studied chickens in college. Yeah, man, for real. Over here, chicken coop, man. Man, I love chickens, man. Chickens are dope. I named some of these chickens after my teammates. You got TJ over here with his chest out. Get out my face, get back. And Marcus, the old guy. That's Emmanuel over here with the skinny chicken legs. Which one's me, you think? This guy right here? This is Chicken Vaughn right here. Just need a pair of glasses.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Paying with cash at the stadium? You're not going to put points on the board that way. Use this. You're using another card at NFLShop.com. You're out here giving 100%? I want to see you give 80% every time. Got it? What are you doing? You'll never get to the Super Bowl throwing plastic around like that. Think, man, think.
Get inside the game with the NFL Extra Points credit card. Visit NFLExtraPoints.com to apply.
Doing good?
I'm good. I'm Josh Dawes.
Josh Payton, good to see you, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Good to...
I actually came to one of your camps.
Yeah.
Back in the 8th grade.
8th grade, long time ago. I always say, if you're late, if you throw it too far, you know, if you don't bend them, throw it too far, you know, vertical.
That's the sticky.
We always say, that safety will give you a headache. You pull them too much, that safety will put you in the hospital. So headache, hospital, split them, right? Split them.
Always good to see there Josh Dobbs, who was a camper under Peyton Manning and then got some advice when Peyton showed up in Knoxville.
I go camping almost every summer. I worked that camp, and watching Peyton and Eli and Archie and the entire Manning family work with these kids is a blessing.
As we are here back at the Reese's Senior Bowl, and a little flip here to Matt Days, and a lot of room for the North Carolina State running back. Matt Days across the 40-yard line picks up big yardage to the 42. That's a gain of 17.
I think our guy, Terrell Basham from Ohio, you can see him chasing here. He had contain. Once you break contain on that play, it's all over.
I think it's a defensive end. You're trying to hit the quarterback in this game. You're not giving much thought to the flip that they hit him with coming out the back door.
Well, then I'm going to keep running.
Yeah.
Basham had a good week. The MAC Defensive Player of the Year with 29.5 sacks. Impressed a lot of people there, but got caught in the backfield on that one. After the gain of 17 in the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl, the North has the lead 3-0, and there's a catch on the left sideline there by a guy that has impressed a lot this week, Chad Williams out of Grambling State, 30 career receiving touchdowns.
Chad Williams, Mike, I mean, you go back and watch the tape from this week. I mean, he was one of the better wide receivers down here. He's got some big-time juice down the field.
Watch his Arizona tape. I think it was 13 catches for about 152 yards, and he had free access the whole game. They weren't pressing him, but you could see him. You use the word juice. You could see explosion. You could see quickness. You could see natural hands. He came in here this week with an attitude and really took advantage of it.
Also got into a fight late in Wednesday's practice. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Remember, a change of possession at the end of this quarter as there's pressure, and Dobbs is going to get to the sideline and throw it away. The pressure there came from 94 Derek Rivers out of Youngstown State.
You know, we were talking about Dobbs and his intelligence, and I think it's undervalued how many of these kids go to practice every day and work the way they do. A couple of the most interesting internships as we did our homework on this game. Josh Dobbs from Tennessee is an aerospace engineer major. He interned at Pratt & Whitney, and look at Passanio, Villanova, double major in accounting and finance. His internship last summer, PricewaterhouseCoopers.
Mike, when I was in college, I interned at the Chatola Resort in Blowing Rock and plunged toilets over the summer.
And you were happy to have it.
I interned at a sports radio station and once picked up golf balls at the driving range. As we have second down and flags as they had trouble getting away from center there, which was an issue all week long with these quarterbacks and will be an issue as you have spread quarterbacks and shotgun quarterbacks try to adjust to life under center.
If you're a center, by the way, this week, and you've got Stevie Tuikolavatu at 6'1", 350 right on top of your nose, that'll affect the snap a little bit, too.
The USC defensive lineman here. James Carter's our rep.
False start. Offense number 82, 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
You get Taywan Taylor, the Western Kentucky wide receiver. Alex Flanagan.
Hey guys, I won't tell you what my internship is, but it's not often you talk to a kid like Josh Dobbs and he tells you that his two favorite subjects in school are math and physics. As Mike said, he has an aerospace engineering degree, or will have that. Says once he's done with football, he wants to build airplanes.
Uh-oh. Dobbs hit as he throws. That ball is up in the air, and that ball is intercepted by Lorenzo Jerome, the safety out of Little St. Francis.
He had a couple interceptions in the NFLPA game, and watch the hit coming off the edge. The right tackle got killed by the Youngstown State defensive end Rivers, and an easy pick.
And 2 turnovers for the...
When your pain reliever stops working, your whole day stops.
Try this.
But just one Aleve can last 12 hours. Tylenol and Advil can quit after 6. So live whole, not part, with Aleve. And check your Sunday paper for big savings.
Here's the 50-yarder for the win.
It's not going to make it.
The kick is up, and it's good! The Texans win! The Texans win! What a comeback!
Yeah! The kick is up in your face! I never doubted it! Woo! Texans! Barbara! We won!
Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL.
Why do some cashback cards make earning bonus cashback so complicated? They limit where you can earn bonus cashback to a few places, and those places keep changing every few months. The Quicksilver card from Capital One doesn't do any of that. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cashback on every purchase everywhere. Leave complicated behind. What's in your wallet?
Super Bowl tonight. Deion Sanders and LaDainian Tomlinson recap all the day's events with news, special guests, and the latest happenings around Houston leading up to the big game. Super Bowl tonight starts Wednesday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Can't blitz in the Senior Bowl, but I'll tell you what, the North getting excessive pressure off both edges. Watch Derek Rivers here working on the right tackle, Justin Senior. Senior's going to overset, and when I say overset, too far upfield. Now watch him come back underneath, and then again down here. Both defensive ends creating pressure. Ball gets thrown up in the air. Easy interception for the kid from St. Francis. That's his third pick in postseason game.
Basham had nice pressure there coming off the other side. There was a meeting at the quarterback. They lost contain a little bit at the early part of that drive, but then they were able to box in Josh Dobbs.
Lorenzo Jerome, first team All Northeast, 18 career interceptions, and he has one here as well. Nate Peterman, the pick quarterback, out for another series. 4 for 5, 20 yards. Devian Smith, the Michigan running back, behind him, and a Michigan wide receiver, Amara Darbo, gets that right past the sticks, a gain of 11 to the 39 for a first down.
And they're going no huddle here. It's going to give Nate Peterman a chance to control the offense. I think it's a great idea. Defense hustling to catch up.
Nate Peterman out of Pitt. We're inside of 2 minutes to go here. There's a change of possession at the end of each quarter. That's why they're going hurry up. Michael Roberts, the Toledo tight end. We saw him last week at the East-West Shrine game as well.
Had a good week down there and got kind of the promotion to the Senior Bowl, and he's had a pretty good week of practice since he got here.
And I'll tell you the story about the kid. He's a great story to root for.
2nd and 4. Incomplete in between two guys, Cooper Kupp and Trent Taylor.
So this young man, Michael Roberts, as he's growing up, his dad was in jail, his mom raised him, had a very, very troubled youth. His senior year in high school, his grandma passed away, his brother was shot and killed. He eventually walked on at Toledo, paid his own tuition by moving pianos, waiting tables. He eventually earned a scholarship, and his mom, Maria Young, worked 3 jobs, 7 days a week, trying to help him get to his dream. I talked to him before the game. He got his degree in December.
Good for him, and he is now on the verge of the National Football League as Peterman takes a hard hit and he goes down to the 43. However, there's a flag in the backfield on the 32. Dalvin Tomlinson from Alabama got there.
Well, we got another holding penalty here. The first drive, they held on almost every play and got away with it. And then we've seen a couple flags come out. I think might have hands to the face on this one.
That's what the initial signal was to the sideline.
Hands to the face. Offense number 72. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th down, second time Taylor Moton's been flagged.
He had a good week, too. Moton, I was pumped watching him during the week of practice. Now he's got a couple penalties so far tonight.
I watched his tape before getting here, and I thought he did a heck of a job. Matter of fact, his Illinois tape was really good because he handled Dwayne Smoot, who's also in this game from as a defensive end from Illinois.
We got Pumphrey returning again.
Here we go. DJ Pumphrey, the leading rusher, back to return this Baker punt. The leading rusher in FBS history, tries to get to the sideline, doesn't get there, but your guy, your safety, John Johnson from BC, wrestled him down. Hey guys, we are in Mobile this week. Next week, however, we are in Houston. Nobody gets you closer to Super Bowl week than NFL Network. Live coverage from Houston all week long, including Super Bowl opening night and the most game day coverage anywhere. Super Bowl week starts Monday, coming up on NFL Network. Notable New England Patriots that played in this game in the Senior Bowl. Well, look at all those guys from last year. Cyrus Jones, Jacoby Brissett, Malcolm Mitchell included as O.J. Howard, who we thought might only be in there on the first possession, is back out there, and the Alabama tight end has his second catch for 5.
I just love his attitude on competition. You know, he didn't necessarily need to be here, but he's finishing it out. It's awesome.
So this is a 2-minute drive here. Remember, it bears repeating that at the end of the quarter, you turn it over. Ball to the sideline and a catch there by Texas A&M's Josh Reynolds. Josh Dobbs still in at quarterback.
I thought Josh Reynolds had a better week than I was expecting. He came in here, he's long, 6'3", 187, really good catch radius, and I thought he had really good hands, was very physical, and a better football player than I expected to see, DJ.
When you're tall and long like that, sometimes you watch him on tape, you don't think they're really moving. You see him in person, you can appreciate his speed a little bit more.
3rd and 1, and we have movement. That was the left tackle out of UCLA, Connor McDermott.
False start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
The season started out tough for Connor McDermott because they opened with Texas A&M, and he had to handle who I think is going to be the #1 pick in the draft, Myles Garrett from Texas A&M, and Myles Garrett just dominated that football game. McDermott at 6'8", sometimes struggles bending and moving, and I think he's got to do a better job of using that length.
And gives his team now a 1st and 15 with 39 seconds to go in the quarter. And on 1st and long, Hugh Jackson is going to hand it off. And there's DJ Pumphrey, gets the penalty yardage back and an extra yard to the 39, officially a gain of 7. Clock is moving here, coming up on 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dobbs. Pumphrey, who has been busy again today, gets out of bounds near the 45, and the clock will stop at 18.
They've done a nice job getting Pumphrey in the route. When he's in the route, he has the advantage. When you hold him in at pass protection at 169 pounds versus 240-pound linebackers, obviously at a disadvantage. So if you're going to have him in the game, get him out in the route.
And if he's in the game, NFL teams will be in scat protection, which means everybody's out and it's only 5-man pass protection.
Well, he is now out, and now Jamal Williams is in on 3rd and short. That was a gain of 6. This is 3rd and 2. And Dobbs hits O.J. Howard, the Alabama tight end. Gets to midfield and gets the first down to the far side 49-yard line, but that clock is going to tick down. Do they have time for one more play? Again, change of possession at the end of the quarter. That clock hits 00. They're going to let him run it. Josh Dobbs guns over the middle, and O.J. Howard brings it down again. His third catch on this drive, the 30-yard line. Down. He gets up, Mike, and carries it across the 25 to the 24 for a gain of 20. But that is the end of the quarter, and that is a drive for naught for the South. So we have 1 quarter in the books. The South trailing, the North leading. We have a field goal. We have a 3-0 game at a 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl.
No, I can't have happen what happened last time. It's not working.
Here's my card. I'm sure you know your profits are down 8%. So just let me know if you want to change that.
Andy and Sarah invited the whole neighborhood to their big game party, even the Smiths, who are textbook one-uppers. Luckily, Andy and Sarah went to Best Buy, where a blue shirt made it easy to find their ultimate 4K TV, like this LG OLED with game day colors set against perfect black for play-by-play details that can't be topped. Now that's cause for excessive celebration. Bring your A game to the big game at Best Buy. Save now on LG TVs.
Want you to see our other lives.
Gatorade bars. Never let hunger get in the way of your game.
Even when you know where you're going, it still matters how you get there. The Lexus line of luxury SUVs, giving you the power to make your own way.
The path you've led through hard work, sacrifice, and desire made you. Now, to follow in the footsteps of greatness, one test remains: the Scouting Combine. And the only place to follow all the coverage is NFL Network and NFL.com. The Scouting Combine starts March 3rd, only on NFL Network.
If you watch O.J. Howard at Alabama, you know he plays big in big games, notably national championship games. This is a big game with all the scouts and GMs watching, and he has 4 catches for 40 yards. Is it safe to say, Mike Mayock, that the Alabama tight end has made some money this week?
Yeah, I think we talked about it all week long. He and the kid from Temple in the North were the 2 money makers. O.J. Howard, we've talked about him. Tre'Davious White, potential first-round corner from LSU, had a great week of practice, not here for the game. Evan Ingram, DJ, I think he's at least going to be a second-round pick, if not more. He'll blow up the combine. Casey, the corner from San Diego State, had great feet and change of direction, and quick tackles that can penetrate and affect the pass game always rise, and I think Carlos Watkins had that kind of week.
All right, here we go. Josh Dobbs with time over the middle to Jamal Williams, and he gets absolutely leveled by Jordan Herdman, the linebacker out of Little. Simon Frazier's dad played in the NFL and the CFL. He was born and grew up in Canada.
Yeah, Canadian kid. And he was a late ad for the game, and look at the hit. Williams tried to make the move.
Wow. Moral of the story for young running backs, keep your feet planted in the ground.
Wow. All right, so that's a gain of 4. Now Jamal Williams gets the carry, the leading rusher in BYU history. He's going to get across the 30 near the 32-yard line. Jamal Williams, nearly 4,000 career rushing yards.
And when he's healthy, Mike, this dude runs hard. I know he just took a lick, but he delivers a lot of licks. You can watch him against Arizona. He breaks 6 tackles on one play, catches a screen pass. He's one of my favorite players in that mid-round range. I think you probably see him in the 4th, 5th round, but he's going to be a nice piece to somebody's backfield.
Yeah, one cut and go, downhill guy with an edge. Really good feet, I thought, in the hole for a big guy.
3rd and 3, Matt Days now checks in at running back. Dobbs gets to the right, and he has it complete for a first down to Taywon Taylor, the Western Kentucky wide receiver, gets to the 46, 2-time first team All-Conference USA.
He's just going to run down in here, and a little slant versus off coverage. When the underneath guy clears, the ball's put right on his helmet. Good throw and catch. Taywon Taylor, 2 consecutive years at 1,000 plus. He can run routes, and against Alabama this year, he had 9 receptions and actually dropped 2. He could have had 11.
17 touchdowns for Taywon Taylor in each of the last 2 seasons. He's on the right, a play fake and a throw to Josh Reynolds out of A&M, and he's going to get wrestled down across midfield by a guy who had an interception earlier, Lorenzo Jerome.
When Dobbs throws in rhythm, okay, well, this would be a little quick play action. Beagles coming off the edge, but when he can hit the back foot and ball out, that's when he's most accurate. When you have to go to the 2nd or 3rd progression, that's when his footwork gets all out of whack, and then he wants to be an athlete and get out. And so that first look, throw, timing, and rhythm is really good with him.
Second catch of the day for Reynolds. It'll bring up 2nd and 3, a play fake and a screen to the far side of the fullback. Freddie Stevenson out of FSU breaks 1 tackle. Freddie Stevenson has some moves across the 40 for a first down.
Might need to get some oxygen for Big Stevie, our nose tackle from USC, 350 pounds chasing that thing all the way down the field.
They're going to pull the guard for some misdirection. Fake it, and now there's Big Stevie in the middle. He's had about enough. Stevenson's a fullback that's a lot more athletic than your typical big boxy fullback, okay? Makes Rivers miss, gets up the field. He catches the ball well, and I think he's the kind of guy, DJ, that in the 4th quarter, if you got to run the clock out, he can dot the I and come downhill and run the football.
Stevenson only 14 carries, though, last year in Tallahassee. Reverse, that's Josh Reynolds. It's sniffed out. Josh Reynolds breaks a tackle and loses the football. Ball's on the turf on the far side, 41-yard line. Once again, Lorenzo Jerome is in the middle of it.
Hey, Lorenzo Jerome not only was contained, but when he missed the tackle, he came back and made a strip later. I mean, that's beautiful.
Let's get St. Francis players at the Senior Bowl every year.
Okay, there's the fumble and the strip. It looks like Evans
Reynolds got it back.
But watch 22. Flash over here. Contain, force it back inside, stay in the play.
Looks like Reynolds has it, but we got the other offense coming on the field. Is that a turnover? I don't know. Find out when we get back. Chance the rapper break.
Break
me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
We're both Chance the Rapper.
No, I get it.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. With this level of engineering, it's a performance machine. With this degree of intelligence, it's a supercomputer. With this grade of protection, it's a fortress. And with this standard of luxury, it's an oasis. The 2017 E-Class. It's everything you need it to be, and more. Lease the E300 for $549 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
I'm teaching tennis now, but I'm going through a lot of balls. Can I deduct them?
In your case, yes.
Oh, cool.
You can make a name for yourself at the Reese's Senior Bowl. Derek Carr did that a couple of years ago, and this week, while he's rehabbing that injury, he said he's getting his work, and now he's enjoying the Senior Bowl practices here on NFL Network. Appreciate Senior Bowl Phil being Phil Savage, the man who runs this, the executive director of the Reese's Senior Bowl, standing by, oh, by the way, down to the sideline with Alex Flanagan.
Yeah, Phil has done an exceptional job this week, as always. Really, Phil, congratulations on a great week. We see O.J. Howard still out there playing. Tell me a little bit about just kind of the competition that you've had this week.
Well, I love the fact, and we have so much appreciation for these players that come down and they decide to compete against some of the best in the country and then connect to all 32 teams. And for O.J. Howard to go out there after the week he's had, continue to play. You see him on one end of the spectrum, and then how about Lorenzo Jerome from St. Francis in Pennsylvania? He's already got an interception and a forced fumble. What do you think it means to evaluators when a kid like O.J. Howard, who's just coming off of the national championship, really hasn't had a lot of downtime, comes and plays in a game like this, and not only plays but really comes out and plays all out? Well, I think it shows a lot about his competitive nature, his character, and I knew that if he would come to this game that his talent would really shine through during the course of the week, because he is a hard worker, and I just thought that this would even build more momentum for him as he goes into the combine and on into the pro day. So to me, he's been really the standout player of the entire week. Phil, you spend so much time really finding these players that you're going to invite to the Senior Bowl. Who else really stood out for you this week? Well, I thought Cooper Kupp, the wide receiver from Eastern Washington, he was terrific for 3 straight days, very consistent as a pass catcher at wide receiver. And then how about Hassan Reddick? He was a defensive end at Temple. I saw them play Memphis on a Thursday night, talked to his coach and said, do you think he could stand up and play linebacker? Because I do. And Matt Rule, who is now at Baylor, said, I think he can. And so he has really stood out over the course of the week. Is there a Dak Prescott type player here? I don't know at the quarterback position. I do think that Nate Peterman's had a good showing so far. And of course, I'm excited to see Davis Webb a little bit later. To me, those are the two that probably are closest to at least getting on the field as soon as next year, maybe. But maybe that player kind of that you don't necessarily see here, but goes and then becomes a big star in the NFL? Yeah, well, how about Gerald Everett from South Alabama, the tight end. I think he's got a big future because he's so athletic and fast, and he catches the ball extremely well. I think he's got a bright future. Well, congratulations again on putting together an incredible event. Andrew, I've been here 3 years, and I think every year it's really just gotten better and better, so congratulations, Phil.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Phil. It's a testament to Phil Savage that there is so much talent here that all the eyes of the NFL are on this Reese's Senior Bowl, bringing in some great players year in, year out. C.J. Beathard is one of those players. He's now in at quarterback, grandson of former NFL general manager in Washington and San Diego, Bobby Beathard, and scrambled there for a first down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 12. C.J. Beathard will throw with a flag out, and he'll throw deep down the right sideline. St. Jones goes up and brings it down for the touchdown.
How about it's probably not going to count again?
He's doing his Odell Beckham down there.
I hope it's not an offensive hold, and I think it was. I think they might have hold the Villanova kid again.
It's coming back.
And DJ, the scouts don't care about the call. The scouts could care less. The
15-yard penalty. Remains first down.
They get Kyle Fuller, the Baylor center. Zay Jones had a touchdown back of the end zone last possession, but he only got 1 foot down. Here, guys, down the sideline.
If he's trying to sell catch radius, I'm buying. I'm buying the catch radius.
Press coverage. Ball's in the air. Corner's late getting turned around. He tracked it the whole way. Body control, hand-eye. The kid is just finishing with an exclamation point.
Like Odell Beckham. He beat Arthur Millette, the corner from Memphis who played in the NFLPA game. Did not practice this week, only got here yesterday.
You talk to the coaches that have been around him this week, too. They say it's like dealing with a 10-year professional. When your dad's Robert Jones, he's played in the NFL for a long time. It's the family business, and he's having a great day.
And your uncle is Jeff Blake, the longtime NFL quarterback. Here's De'Veon Smith, the Michigan running back, one of 7 Wolverines here, thrown down rudely by Demarius Travis, the Minnesota safety.
You know, the Zay Jones conversation is interesting because we both watched tape before we got here, and he doesn't have overwhelming speed. People wondered how fast he was, but he catches everything. He's so tough, and all week long, Danny, he won the vertical stuff. Double moves, great routes, etc.
Yeah, he had a slant and go, and that's one of those one plays early in the week. Saw that, I'm like, I'm good. Just watch him move.
The FBS career reception leader with 399. Again, nowhere to go for De'Veon Smith. You had Anzalone, the Florida linebacker, Montravius Adams, the Auburn D tackle, both there.
That's Montravius Adams right there, Mike.
Yeah, and you know, it was inside and outside. And watch Adams here and watch Villanova here, Passignon, and they both win. Adams from the inside out. Passignon against Bisnawadi, and here we are, nice tight look. That's a good look. He beats the center, who can't get to him on his own on a reach block like that unless he gets help from the left guard.
C.J. Beathard converted his last third down on a scramble. Now he's got to convert 3rd and 27. Wants the screen, and that ball is out. Picked up by his own offensive lineman, Zach Banner, who at 361 pounds isn't going to win any foot races. Now we have a pile on the 30.
If you've ever wondered what Andre the Giant would look like carrying a football, you just got your look.
Jordan Willis, I believe, ripped it out.
Both tackles got obliterated on the rush. And
look at Zach Banner celebrating.
It was a screen, right?
Yeah, he shouldn't be celebrating because he got beat, and so did Bisnawadi down here. So there's a meeting at the quarterback. And I know it was exciting for Zach Banner to get the football.
How about Boulware? Boulware comes in there and throws a shoulder at Zach Banner, thinks that's going to get him down.
Tyus Bowser got there along with Jordan Willis. And now a punt. DJ Pumphrey back to return, makes one man. Pumphrey 25 and hit and thrown down. However, I think we have a flag. Do we have a flag? There is.
You're fine.
Who made that tackle?
It was De'Veon Smith.
It was Michigan
Smith,
helmet.
The running back.
How many Michigan guys are here?
7.
All of them.
And all the others were the East-West.
There is no foul on the play for illegal substitution.
All right, no foul. Not a lot of offense, but we've had a couple of would-be touchdowns, and we've had Zach Banner do this.
Watch Boulware.
Look at him
Boulware come in here. That's not going to get it. Help!
Everyone on Zach Banner.
Amazing things can happen during the playoffs. See, we told you so. Get 2 large 2-topping Papa John's pizzas for $8 each. And try our new stuffed cheesesteaks for just $5 each.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of Super Bowl 51.
La Quinta presents How to Win at Business. Step 1. Suck on and point decisively with the arm of your glasses. It is no longer eyewear. It is your wand of business wizardry. Abracadabra. You've just gone from invisible to invincible. Step 2. Before your meeting, choose La Quinta, the only hotel where you can redeem loyalty points for a free night instantly, so you can prepare to win at business. Book now at lq.com.
It's your morning football! It's never too early to talk football.
Just go out there and win, like, make it easy.
Filled with special guests and more.
There's no way it can get better than this moment.
Yes, let's go.
Good Morning Football, weekdays at 7, only on NFL Network.
And the NFL's top draft prospects are ready to show what they've got at this year's NFL Scouting Combine. Only NFL Network is there live. Complete coverage of the 2017 NFL Scouting Combine starts Friday, March 3rd, only on NFL Network. Here at the Reese's Senior Bowl, it's 3-0, the North over the South. Down to the sideline, Alex Flannery.
Yeah, standing by with tight end O.J. Howard, who is done for the day. Great day for you out here. He had a little bit of a sneaky move on that one catch.
Yeah, the guy, he tackled me, but I was on top of him, so I knew I wasn't down. I didn't hear the whistle blow, so I got up and made a play.
O.J., coming off of the national championship, playing in that, just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling out here. Have your legs been dead at all?
Not really. I've done a great job of recovering, through the whole process. I was out training last week, got in the cold tub every day, so I felt good coming into this week.
Mike Mayock saying, a player like yourself really doesn't have to come to a game like this. You don't have to come here and prove yourself. What was your motivation for coming?
Oh, I knew it was going to be a lot of great competition out here, and I feel like I had to come out here and prove I could do a lot of things in the tight end position. So that's what my decision was, and I came out. I think I had a pretty good week.
What kind of things do you feel like you need to prove?
I wanted to show I could be a 3-down tight end. I could run block. I could go out and make plays in the passing game. And I had a great opportunity this week to showcase all of those skills.
I know the scouts and evaluators sit with you guys all week, and they ask you a lot of questions. What was the most popular question that you were being asked?
Do you love football? And the question was, of course. I love football. I've been playing it since I was 6 years old, so that's really, all I really know.
You played in a system in Alabama that maybe didn't showcase your skills as a tight end. What do you think you can bring to an NFL offense?
I think I can be a big difference in the passing game. Also, so I can come down and make those big runs, and I can make those big blocks for the running back. So, I think I got speed that can help me get open in the passing game.
Okay, you've got a little bit of time before the draft comes in April. How are you going to fill that time between now and then?
Just go back and train. I think I should work on my 40, work on my agility drills, get ready for the combine.
All right, Mike, and you've got that 40 time that he's already promised you.
Oh, yeah. Alex, he promised me a 4.58.
He says so that's 4.58 you promised him.
4.58.
You sticking by it?
I'm sticking by it.
Okay, 4.58. You sticking by it, Mike?
It's the official Vegas over-under line.
On the line, a Reese's chocolate football.
Well, if it's like today, he's supposed to play one series and kept going. He likes to under-promise and over-deliver, so I might take the under, Mike.
We have a new quarterback in the game. It's Davis Webb out of Cal. 1 year with the Golden Bears, a transfer from Texas Tech. He turned 22 on Sunday, had a completion, and then he had an incompletion, and here he dumps one off to the tight end, Evan Engram out of Ole Miss.
Well, let's take a look at O.J. Howard, what kind of player I think he is and how he might translate to the NFL. And, we talk about just pure speed. Gets the ball on the sideline, outruns a tremendously fast Clemson defense. I think he is going to run 4.6 or so at 250 pounds. Now look at him separate from a safety in man coverage. People question whether or not he can do that. Trust me, he can. I love this catch. This is an NFL catch in between two safeties. He's tough, and he'll also...
Here's Davis Webb taking a shot to Traven Doral out of LSU down the sideline, and Doral couldn't find that football to the boundary.
Nice cover there by Jordan Lewis, who's another guy who's probably going to make his money inside covering in the slot. And Mike, nowadays, this is a starter. You have a nickel that can go in there and match up against some of these big-time slot receivers. You're looking for a guy like Jordan Lewis.
He's competitive. I saw him get beat a bunch on tape, but you know where he saved himself? Is he's got superior ball skills. He's able, with his back turned to the quarterback, to find the football and make a play on the ball. And like you, I think he's going to survive inside as a nickel. I also think Des King from Iowa might be that guy also.
This is 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. The South has had 3 turnovers also at the end of the quarter. Let's see if they can convert this, and they do. Josh Reynolds on sideline gets both feet down. It's an NFL game. Have to do that and connects with Webb for the first down.
So this kid threw the ball 52 times a game on average at Cal, okay? 1-year starter. Now watch him just step up and rip it. His arm strength is really good. It was better than I thought. It's a cover 2 hole shot, meaning it's in between the corner and the safety. It's a timing and rhythm throw, and he put it right on him.
Strong. Corner there, Rasul Douglas, who had a good week, number 13, out of West Virginia, when they handed out the superlatives Thursday night. Davis Webb took the honor as the best quarterback here, as one of these QBs looks to separate. Many thought it would be Nate Peterman. Also had a very good week, but Davis Webb got the honor as he hands to Jamal Williams. Gideon from Michigan, among others, is there, and Gideon's going to ride Jamal Williams all the way back to the 45.
I thought Callis was supposed to be the wrestler from Michigan. That was Gideon. That was a WWE type move right there. Look at this thing. Look at this, Mike. Watch the end of this.
You know what? It was Wormley there, 43 at the end, who threw Toth. Saw the blue helmet, threw Toth, the Kentucky center.
You got it. You got to get the pin right there. 1, 2, 3.
Guys, that's every day in a Jim Harbaugh practice. That's nothing new right there. How many of those helmets have we seen in the last 2 weeks?
You can't get a cup of coffee without running into a Michigan player in Mobile.
I mean, we had, what, 5 or 6 last week at East-West, 7 this week?
Exactly. Played fake. Slant 2 men in the neighborhood. You have Octavius Scott and Josh Reynolds there. Reynolds is going to take it and get a first down on the 29.
Good job by Davis Webb getting the ball out with pressure. Somebody ran the wrong route. I think it was Octavius Scott from Clemson. But, so, little quick play action. Remember, he's never been under center in his life, and you can see a little traffic jam there. Octavius Scott, this guy right here, first ever 3rd-year junior to play in the Senior Bowl. Why? The kid graduated from college in 3 years, therefore he was eligible.
Now we got twins left. Either side stacked with Days is going to get it. Langley, the corner from Lamar, to get up there and make sure he's going nowhere, but there is a flag.
I think they got Ingram out there.
It's just a run-pass option when that he's off inside, depending what the count in the box is.
John Fox says, back him up.
Pass interference. Offense number 17. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
Evan Ingram is a first-team All-American and first-team All-SEC.
He's got skills, that kid. DJ highlighted him at the top of the show. Jordan has become a Pro Bowl type tight end in the league. I think this kid's more explosive. Jordan Reed at 4.70. What do you think he's going to run? Yeah, I agree. Not a great blocker. Here he is. Is that him there in line?
Look how deep the safety is, Mike.
Ingram is tight to the right as Davis Webb is going to take a shot. Traven Doral, one hand can't get it. Again, the coverage, Brendan Langley out of Lamar.
Brendan Langley is an interesting story. Began his college career at Georgia, then ended up transferring to Lamar for his last 2 years, Mike, and now he's a big, long, athletic corner. It's not always perfect technique, but you see the ability to recover right there, and he also returns punts. So you're drafting him somewhere in that 5th, 6th round range as a developmental player, but you got a big corner, you got something to work with.
Yeah, he's 6 feet with long arms, and when I did his tape at Lamar, he was much more comfortable in press coverage. I thought he was awkward in off coverage, so we're on the same page. Long press corner, you got to take advantage of his physical skill set.
A former wide receiver, as you said earlier, 2:40 remaining here in the first half. And the South and Hugh Jackson are going to burn a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's a 3-0 game. Let's see if the South can get some offense going across midfield when we get back.
Keep on sucking.
To err is human. To anticipate is Lexus. The Lexus RX with advanced safety standard.
Players only. Our Super Bowl champs tell us what it takes to win the big game.
Those guys have to play their best game of the year. He will make that great play to win this game.
Players only. Super Bowl 51, Wednesday at 9 on NFL Network.
biggest celebration in football. Michael Key. To honor the NFL's best performances. Peyton NFL Man of the Year.
I can help as many.
And Most Valuable Player. Plus the announcement of the 2007 Saturday, February 4th on Fox.
Football, baby, the whole world is watching. Feel it in the atmosphere. 1, 2, 3, go! You know how it is? We're playing football today. Ain't no better place to be. Right here, right now. NFL football, right here on NFL.
The best hour of your life. Your Thursday nights.
All these guys are doing unbelievable things.
That's how we roll here on Thursday. All day Sunday.
If you ball, you're going to get the call. They're playing as a total defense.
We are.
Throwing in the end zone.
Fantasy.
These are guys that you don't have to draft.
Fandom.
Nobody would believe this, man.
And the next generation.
NFL draft. He's got Pro Bowl.
Our football.
Let's go!
Cal quarterback Davis Webb has the South on the move. He's 4'6", he's 56 yards. I'm guessing this offense sounds a little bit different.
We can run by. All right, here we go. Gun, double left, off far, 75. Wide dump screen left on 1. Ready? Wide dump. Ready, hunt!
Left pass, complete.
Q, strong. 35 power on 1. Ready?
It just highlights the difference in verbiage when you're in a spread offense in college, and then all of a sudden you got to get in the huddle and spit out all this verbiage, and it's a difficult adjustment for most of these guys.
Shotgun at Cal as he is here, and he's going to take a shot to Josh Reynolds down the sideline. Josh Reynolds has a touchdown. From Texas A&M, he beat Brendan Langley.
Protection held up. Check out on this side over here. Left tackle stays with a good power step. That was the Troy kid Garcia who power stepped to the inside to keep the pocket clean. And here's your guy Langley turning, running, but where's the football? Nice throw, nice catch.
Nice job of stacking that corner, getting on top of him and kind of slowing down, just tracked it naturally. Nice job.
And they're going to go for 2. Josh Reynolds had 30 touchdowns at A&M, second in school history. And Josh Reynolds gets in from 39 yards away and now is lined up to the right here as Hugh Jackson's going for 2. Fade to Reynolds again in the corner. Does he get the feet down? No. Said he was juggling that football.
He must have been juggling, yeah. Good. I'm happy for this kid. I thought he struggled in press coverage against Alabama, and that's going to be the litmus test ultimately for him. I think his career is going to be determined by how well he can beat quality press coverage. Here he is at the bottom. It's a little fade. Your kid from Lamar, Langley, has got to get hands on.
Yeah, if we're going to go up there and press, let's go ahead and put our hands on.
And there's the juggle late. Good call. But, yeah, if you're going to get up there, especially in the red zone goal line area, you have to get hands on. No free access.
And give Langley credit there. Got his hand on that ball, even though Reynolds got the 2 feet down. Was able to scrape it out of there, cause a little bit of that juggle, and you take the 2 points off. Now, we have some somewhat different rules for this, the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl. They had to go for 2 there. The rule is in the second quarter, you must go for 2. Why not? So it's 6-3. Now C.J. Beathard is in a quarterback for his second possession. Play fake to Kareem Hunt and a rollout. He has Rodgers short, looks long, and then throws back over the middle, and that ball is it caught? No, it's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Jeremy Sprinkle, out of Arkansas, the tight end.
Watching Leagueway from Georgia Southern, who's number 57, on this misdirection. He's got that covered. That's who they wanted right there. So now the quarterback's looking, and late, Beathard throws it out.
It's a tough throw.
across his body. Yeah, it's on the ground, no good. But nice job by Eligwe, who was dismissed from Florida State, was the leading special teams tackler in 2013 as a redshirt freshman. Florida State was dismissed. Very explosive kid now at Georgia Southern.
I'm surprised they haven't got Cooper Kupp the ball down the field yet.
Right here.
Cooper
right here.
Kupp, bottom of your screen on the left. Beathard's looking that way. And Cooper Kupp on a ball behind him. Grabs it with that right mitt at the 29.
Ball is deflected, Danny. Just a natural reaction to stab that thing out there.
Look, that's an opportunity for him. We came into today saying from the week of practice, Zay Jones and Cooper Kupp were the best two wide receivers. Zay Jones has done his thing. I don't care if they counted it or not, but Cooper Kupp showed you his hands right there. I guess I should say hand.
The one hand. 428 career receptions plus one more for Cooper Kupp. 2-minute warning at the Reese's Senior Bowl.
Keep on sucking. This is for everyone. Are you ready? We'll take 16 million tickets, 50,000 foam hats, 2 million of those, and 1 million with cheese.
Hot dog, hot dog. What do you want? Hot dog.
3 million hot dogs and goosebumps. We'll need billions of goosebumps. 1 million pre-game rituals.
Are you done?
What else do we need? Jerseys. We'll take all of them. And one almost perfect plan. Click, tap, dip, or swipe. Choose Visa, official payment partner of the NFL.
Taking a holiday in Britain, are you, doll?
Well, the only place you need go
is London.
Is the Highlands, Manchester, Cornwall,
Wales. London's got the best of everything.
Cornwall's got the best of everything. Sport. Nightlife. Fashion.
Adventure. I'm telling you, Britain
is the only place you really need go.
Expedia, everything you need to travel Britain better.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. This is the pursuit of perfection.
The New York Jets are the world champions. One makes a circus catch in the end zone. He's gone! He's gone! William Perry has scored! So the Jets head first. He's gone! Good! It's good! Sack! No, he got out of it. I don't know how he did it. The ball is free. The Denver Broncos are world champions.
Davis Webb turned 22 just a couple of days ago on a Sunday, threw 37 touchdowns this year for Cal, just threw another one.
He walks in. Okay. I just saw a one-on-one, and I was like, he just made a play for me.
Throwing it down the sideline. That one was good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was a touchdown.
I had really held on Ingram as long as I could. Yeah, yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. He said he held on Ingram, which is the seam route, to try to keep the safety inside. Gives a true one-on-one to the outside, and just a great throw and catch.
Dropped it in there to Texas A&M's Josh Reynolds for a 39-yard score, the only touchdown that is counted today, although Zay Jones had a couple of nice ones that got called back. So we got C.J. Beathard in the game with a 2-minute warning now. To 6-3 game, second quarter. Beathard is going to take a seat. And that's 93, Deontay Davis there from Tennessee Chattanooga.
Deontay Davis is 6'3", 274, kind of a smaller but explosive edge guy. Think Brandon Graham type of player from the Philadelphia Eagles.
And that'll bring up fourth down. Deontay Davis, career 31 sacks. It's going to bring Toby Baker out to punt out of Arkansas, and Donnell Pumphrey from San Diego State is set to return at his own 35-yard line.
You got Zay Jones as the gunner here on punt, so it's fun to watch these receivers. Probably hadn't done a lot of this at East Carolina.
Zay Jones, the bottom of your screen, wearing number 7, the guy that had 2 would-be touchdowns called back today. One of them with him being out of bounds. Here's Pumphrey. He's got the edge. Pumphrey, 50, midfield, 45. Pumphrey to the 40-yard line before finally being brought down by the linebacker 52, Jordan Herdman, and John Johnson, the BC safety.
Artavis Scott got a good block there. So when you talk about players, the key is, how do you develop them once you draft them? It's a coordination between the personnel and the coaches. And here's some guys I think make sense. Passignon from Villanova, we've talked about, all kinds of talent. Langley from Lamar. Dobbs and Webb were developmental quarterbacks. I think down the road, 2 to 3 years, size, arm strength, etc., could match up as potential starter traits.
South had nothing going on offense, get the touchdown, and now they're moving again. Fred Ross, beg your pardon, from Mississippi State with the catch to the 25.
Fred Ross can play outside, can play inside, doing a nice job in the slot right there.
And we are inside of a minute to go. Clock is at 47 and moving as the South tries to get lined up. 1 timeout remaining. Davis Webb steps up in the pocket. Davis Webb is wrestled down at the 25-yard line with Stevie Tui Colabado there.
When you look at Webb, compare him to last year to Jared Goff, I think he's bigger. I think he's got more arm strength. Goff, though, just a more athletic guy. I think he's a more purely accurate thrower.
Beg your pardon, that was Jaleel Johnson. Now pressure off the edge, and Webb's going to go down the left sideline this time. And incomplete for Williams, Chad Williams out of Greenville. Clock is stopped at 19 with a 3rd and 10. Coming up at the half, back to the studio in Los Angeles. NFL Total Access at the half. Cole Wright, Heath Evans, and Terrell Davis in studio.
7 jet.
They've got the Temple kid, Hassan Reddick, coming off the edge right now, which is what he did at Temple. So he's coming off the edge and playing linebacker.
On 3rd down, the throw to Ross. Ross is brought down on the 20. They needed 10. They're going to get only 6. And we're going to call timeout with 10 seconds to go in a 6-3 game, and 4th down and 4 coming up.
Kind of a cool use of Reddick, and it shows what NFL teams will do, situational football, and how the more you can do. And that's the kid we thought might have had the best week. And he was a hand in the dirt 4-3 end at Temple. They asked him to step off the line of scrimmage and play inside linebacker. He lit it up. Great coverage. And now, DJ, critical pass rush situation, he's been the hand in the dirt end again, which, you know, just adds value, man.
I think Reddick and Zay Jones, from what they did during the week and then watching what they're doing out here today, help themselves more than anybody.
Hugh Jackson's going to bring Davis Webb to the sideline, send out Jake Elliott as kicker from Memphis. Jake Elliott broke Steve Gostkowski's school career scoring record. This will be a 37-yard field goal try, but not before.
Oh, wow.
A timeout.
We're icing now in Mobile. How about that?
Temps were in the 40s today.
Look, coaches are laughing. Look at you.
John Fox is icing the kicker with 10 seconds left in the first half at the Reese's Senior Bowl. Why not?
Hugh Jackson going, you got to be kidding me. That's very funny.
Oh, why not? We saw Brenson Buckner last week at the East-West Shrine game burn 2 timeouts in the final minute when that game was over. I ran into him in the hallway after the game. I said, good job with that. He said, hey, I've always wanted to do that. Always wanted to. So he had a chance to burn his timeouts, and now John Fox is going to make Jake Elliott think about this 37-yarder. Career nearly 78%. The hold from Justin Vogel out of Miami, and the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. It didn't work. The South started slowly. Get a late touchdown there by Josh Reynolds, and then the field goal here by Jake Elliott in a 9-3 game.
The irony of this first half is I think the MVP of the first half didn't have a reception. It's Zay Jones, who caught 2 touchdown passes, both of which were disallowed. And he had an unbelievable half, and all he did was confirm what he did all week long. He's a top 100 pick in this draft.
You know, last year, guys, we did see a Hail Mary. Jeff Driscoll out of Louisiana Tech threw a Hail Mary. Now they're all the way back on the 25-yard line with 6 seconds to go. But maybe some trickery. Let's see what C.J. Beathard has in him. With Willis rushing off the edge. That ball's out. Jordan Willis took it away. But Davion Smith, the Michigan running back, is going to fall on it at the 24, and that is the end of the half.
I tell you, the left tackles and both tackles on each team are having trouble blocking off the edge. This is Biznawadi from Pitt, who struggles with speed. Willis just ran right around him, stripped the football, and that's happened all day long.
So the South has the lead, 9-3. The head coach of the South with Alex Flanagan.
John Fox trying to ice your kicker. What's that all about?
I told him he was icing our kicker. Obviously, it's a good competitive game for the guys. Again, we got to quit turning the ball over. I think we would have scored a couple more times if we hadn't, but it's been fun watching the guys compete.
You burned him, though. Your kicker makes it.
Yes, he does. Absolutely. That's what we're looking to do.
A little bit of a slow start. You've been able to work with your quarterbacks all week long. Mm-hmm. What are you learning about them here in a game?
That they're competing. You know, I thought Josh did a good job other than, you know, he couldn't control him getting hit in the ball, flipping up in the air, but I thought he ran the offense, moved the ball, did the things that we thought we could do, and he did a good job. And then obviously Davis, hey, touchdown. That's what it's all about.
All right, Hugh, thanks. Back up to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Hugh Jackson's team, the South, has the lead over the North, 9-3. We're at the half at Ladd People Stadium in Mobile, Alabama, the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl. After the break, we're dancing back to the studio in L.A. for Total Access at the half. Short end of the score here as we get ready to start the third quarter. Ladd People Stadium, the culmination of a really, really good week of practice for both John Fox and his North team, and for Hugh Jackson, who has the lead here, and his South.
Is that a rule that they have to start all the coverage guys on the 35 so that they don't get a running start? Both teams are doing that.
So one would have to assume it's a rule.
Get a chance, that's to encourage these returners to take it out.
Exactly.
Zane Gonzalez, the kickoff. Artavis Scott from Clemson, little slot receiver, is not going to get a chance to return out of the side of the end zone. And a touchback to start things off. Davis Webb is talking to his head coach, Hugh Jackson, 7-10, 116 in the game's only touchdown in the first half. What do we think of his performance?
Yeah, continuation of the week, and I think DJ and I both felt that as a developmental guy, big enough, strong enough, a lot of arm strength, quick release. I think he and Dobbs both had solid first halves, and let's see what happens here.
I think him and Dobbs too. When you talk to scouts that have gone on those two school calls, say these are the type of kids coaches are going to want to work with. You got to kick them out of the facility. Their work ethic is outstanding.
Starts with Taewon Taylor, wide receiver, Western Kentucky, to the right, to the left, straight to Doral from LSU, and there's the running back Jamal Williams, who flares out of the backfield. He is from BYU, and the tackle over there by the safety, Nate Gary out of Nebraska.
Well, bootleg to start it off. Good job by Gary coming up, and Gary was an explosive safety. Did you get a chance to see his tape, DJ?
I have not. He's one that I got to do.
He's kind of interesting. He's 6'2", 214, 13 career interceptions. He's got really good zone eyes, meaning he trusts his eyes, drives on the football, has had some off-the-field stuff that teams going to have to qualify, but he's a nice athlete.
Didn't play in the bowl game there at the end of the year for Nebraska. Tweeted that he had been ruled academically ineligible. Yep. Nebraska said it was a violation of team rules. Jamal Williams, 5 yards through the air and then 4 yards on the ground here on second down instead of 3rd and 1.
Watch Isaac Rochelle's hands right there. Just jack back the offensive guard. You want to talk about heavy hands. That's what DJ and I mean. When you stab like that and you see the head snap back, you know guy has really strong, powerful hands.
Scouting, you talk about shock and shed. You saw the shock right there.
So heavy hands has nothing to do with picking up the check at
DJ doesn't know the definition of that.
I have light hands. I'm not going to lie.
You got alligator hands, dude.
Paying tolls as well last week in Florida. Jamal Williams, 2 yards and a first down.
Boys, I'm not getting that Mayock money. I got four.
You don't want Mayock money.
I got 4 kids.
You don't want
now.
the Mayock money.
Oh, Daddy's got to bring some presents home for the kids.
Yeah, go get a T-shirt.
Mike, very generous this week picking up dinner. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm the old guy. Old guys always do that.
You said it, I did.
Old guy rule.
Traven Doral, wide to the left here on first down. Davis Webb chucks it down the right sideline and well over the head of Taewon Taylor.
Yeah, you're looking for the hole shot again in between the corner and the safety. He took a little hit there. It's funny because this offensive line is struggling to hold up. Watch Beagle up top. He beats the right tackle very easily, makes a hit on the quarterback. That's Robert Leff, a late add from Auburn.
Left's a one-year starter at Auburn, at right tackle from nearby Fairhope across the bay. Was a late add with some injuries here, as the South really had to deal with a lot of injuries, especially on defense, but Left was a late add on offense. Forrest Lamp, most notably from Western Kentucky, highly rated offensive lineman coming in, had to leave after only one day of practice. So 9-3, second and 10 early on here, third quarter from Mobile when we return.
You've had this snack, but have you ever had a snack within a snack within a snack? 3 levels of snack time at the same time. Reese's Snack Mixes, pretzels, nuts, Reese's Pieces, and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Snacka, what? Hershey's and Reese's Snack Mix. Snacks on snacks on snacks.
Air is human. To anticipate is Lexus. The Lexus RX with advanced safety standard.
Do something. Oh, I'm not a security guard. I'm a security monitor. I only notify people if there's a robbery. There's a robbery.
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why free credit monitoring isn't enough to protect you from identity theft. At LifeLock, we not only alert you to identity threats, if you have a problem, we'll spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts who'll work to fix it. LifeLock. Join starting at $9.99 a month.
Every year, Reese's Senior Bowl players spend one morning at a local school. This year, it was Taylor Moton, Jamal Williams. You saw Josh Dobbs there. They went to Dodge Elementary School, and they were greeted by a parade of orange pom-poms and a mock press conference for about 30 minutes. Also visited the classrooms, gave the kids footballs and stuffed puppy dolls. A great week in the community, Alex Flanagan.
Really a great weekend, and Reese's is really one of the reasons that it is such a great week. Anna Lingeris here representing Reese's, and we have some gear here we want to show you first, because really the players got some awesome gear. You guys teaming up with Adidas. Tell me a little bit about the cleats they're wearing.
Yeah, these cleats are some of the best I've seen, but the magic of them is this is the insert right here. They're actually covered in Reese's miniature, so it's that kind of gold accent that you've seen the players wear, but that's actually the insole, so that is amazing, you know, from a brand.
On this side of their uniforms, I don't know if you guys have noticed, they've got the little Reese's peanut butter cup there too with their number.
Yeah, absolutely, and on the other side of the shoe, so on the left side of the shoe, there's also the cup with their number, so amazing.
Some very good branding, but really Reese's has been part of this event for 4 years now. Tell me a little bit about what makes it special for your company.
Yeah, so first is the city of Mobile does such a fantastic job. They really paint the town orange for us. But I think what's most important is these young men are some of the best football players in the country as they prepare for the pros. They touch the community, but most importantly, the community touches them. And, you know, we had an opportunity to take 3 of the young men to a local elementary school, host a press conference. You know, when we speak to them, so Moton from Western Kentucky, he said it was the best thing and the best experience he had here. And I think from a brand perspective, from the Reese's team and the Hershey company, that is what we're about, being able to touch the community.
And you feel that here. I mean, we saw all the guys being introduced today, and they're paired up with one of those kids from various organizations, and you can just see the kids kind of shining.
Absolutely. It's a time where they might not have this opportunity again in their life, and for us to be able to be a part of it, it is so special to give them an experience that they'll forever remember, but also the players will forever remember.
Anna, can we help DJ upstairs, because he was just saying, Daddy, a few things home. DJ, you think the little Jeremiahs might like these at home?
Yeah, just don't show them, because a lot of that could be eaten on.
No, you only need one at home. I tell you, it takes about a month or so to get through these, right?
1 pound. So
1 pound of Reese's.
Moderation.
Put it right here.
Sharing in moderation.
Anna, thank you. You guys really have done a great job, and thank you for all the awesome candy this week.
You're very welcome. We're happy to do it. It's been a great time. We can't wait for it till next year.
Awesome. Andrew, back up to you guys.
All right, fun times this week. Thank you, Anna. And on 4th down there with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on the soles of their shoes, we have the South picking up a first down on a Davis Webb keeper. Now here he is to throw from the 45, and he's going to loft it deep. Once Josh Reynolds, and cannot connect this time.
Yeah, you got to connect there, and that might be a situation where two players don't know each other very well, but Reynolds is wide open. Slant and go, known as a sluggo. Kid Lamar Langley was beat for the 2nd time. Ball's thrown over. That would have been a great catch. So Davis Webb's got to make a better throw there.
And Langley is a classic case of you like his feet, you like his hips, his athleticism. His eyes have got him in trouble a couple times today.
He's much better pressed than he is off. He struggles when he's off.
Davis Webb 8 of 13, 121 and a touchdown. Now on 2nd down, throws it left and throws it complete to Fred Ross, the leading receiver in Mississippi State history.
Mike, one of the things that's interesting to me in this game, when we watch these teams practice during the week, you notice the Browns team here with Davis Webb, they're running zone read stuff. The Bears haven't, and so far in this game, that's been a nice equalizer for them in the run game, as well as even we saw an RPO a little bit earlier, run pass option.
Correct.
It's been good to them.
See what Hugh Jackson dials up here on 3rd down. He's got Traven Durrell there, bottom of your screen. He is on the left. Eric Sauber, the Drake tight end, checks in. 89 blue helmet on your left. The throw is going to go to Clemson, though. That's Artavis Scott, 2nd team All-ACC, 3 years of at least 75 receptions, and this one's for a first down.
Really interesting player, because at Clemson, it was all space touches, meaning bubble screens, tunnel screens, jet sweeps. He really didn't run routes. So he had to show he could run routes. And I think the other thing, DJ, and I just think it's really cool that the kid graduated from college in 3 years, committed to the NFL, and was able to play in this game.
Little flip to Donnell Humphrey, trying to get to the outside, chased by Rivers, and hemmed in and hit hard there on the 38-yard line and knocked out of bounds after a short game. It's Obi Melanfonwu again from Connecticut.
Yeah, Derek Rivers, the guy chasing from inside out on the line of scrimmage, 6'4", 250, Youngstown State. They played in the national championship game for Division I AA. He had 38 sacks at Youngstown State. Probably projects potentially as a 3-4 outside linebacker, but you know, his ability to rush the quarterback sets him apart.
Had 2 13-sack seasons. Kept the running back along the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Humphrey still in the game on 2nd down. Webb being chased by Rivers, and he's going to throw him down back across midfield.
Connor McDermott, the left tackle, again, we talked about earlier, will struggle with some speed. Here he is here, and here comes Rivers. Now, part of what happened here is when the quarterback escapes, it makes it easier with the outside path for the defensive end to get there. If he steps up in the pocket, it's a different conversation, but because Isaac Rochelle was pushing the pocket inside out, there was no place to go.
McDermott underset there too, and just didn't keep square and gave a little short corner there.
The result is a loss of 10. Matt Days into the backfield now at running back. Webb fires Ross again. Caught it in his right hip pocket. And after the loss of 10 on the sack, they get it all back and get a first down to the 21.
Yeah, Isaac Rochelle from Notre Dame getting immediate pressure on the quarterback. He hangs in and makes the throw, even though both Iowa, Jaleel Johnson and Rochelle, and look at the throw right on him.
Yeah, you talk about you're evaluating quarterbacks. You got to be willing to take your medicine. And he stood tall in there, knew he was going to get hit, showed some anticipation and some big-time velocity there as well.
Really good throw.
Davis Webb has 165 yards. That's more than the other 3 quarterbacks in this game combined. Hands to Days running left with some room. Days across the 20 to the 17.
Days and Williams, the tailbacks on the big tailbacks on this team, really run with power. The reason I like Days is because I think he's a 3rd down change of pace guy, about 208 pounds, catches the ball well, and a very good pass protector.
Let's go, gun.
On the defensive side of the ball, we got Rasul Douglas here on the bottom, who's one of the bigger corners at 6'2". You got a safety on top of him, who's 6'4", and so these guys can actually show up and press and force the run as well as cover.
You got Douglas against Reynolds there. Days runs left. Days with room. Puts a move on Melifonwu and gets inside the 5.
Still a pretty good tackle in the open. Having been a safety, you're scared. That's a tough thing.
He had a two-way go.
He has a two-way go on you in the open field, and he still dragged him down. So that's a pretty good job by Melifonwu. They're going to run zone read right up in here. Good blocking at the point of attack versus Reddick. And now watch the safety. Two-way go. He gets him down. That's all you got to do in the open field.
When you're
and a good hustle
when you're
behind.
6'4", that's a difficult play to settle down and be able to redirect and make that tackle.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it was good for 15 yards, and this is now the 16th play of this drive, and it's Days into the end zone for a touchdown for the South.
Right side of the offensive line did a heck of a job there.
Matt Days, second team All-ACC, 34 career rushing touchdowns.
You see Toth, the center. Nice job pulling out. The right number 72. Good job.
Matt Days makes it a 15-3 game, 5 carries and 40 yards. Last time, because the rule said you had to go for 2 in the second quarter, they went for 2, didn't get the 2. This time it's going to be Jake Elliott on from Memphis. Guys, Jake Elliott has never missed an extra point in his career. 202 at Memphis. Now, granted, this is a longer NFL 33-yard extra point, and it's right down the middle. You thought I was going to jinx him.
Hey, Andrew, I know you're a Browns fan. Yeah. This might be your year. 16-3 Brownies.
16-3 Browns, or the South. I've heard it both ways. Matt Days into the end zone. 6:29 remaining here in the third in Mobile.
Keep on sucking.
There he is. What's up, Miles? Blue, this is Miles. Miles, Blue.
Great party, man.
Better game days call for better pizza.
And now get 2 large pizzas with any choice of 2 toppings for just $8 each. That's 2 large 2-topping pizzas for only $8 each.
Better ingredients.
Better pizza.
Papa John's.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Wife, actress, singer, movie star, designer, entrepreneur.
And a road trip loving SUV driving mama too.
Right now, rent a sporty SUV from Budget for only $23 a weekend day, or $149 a week.
Now let's take this bad boy for a ride.
Get an SUV from $23 or a compact car from $17 a weekend day.
The path you've led made you. Now, to follow in the footsteps of greatness, one test remains: the Scouting Combine. Follow all the coverage on NFL Network and NFL.com. Starts March 3rd, only on NFL Network.
We got some of the best in college football on this field today, but the top NFL draft prospects will all be ready to show what they have at this year's NFL Scouting Combine. Only NFL Network is there live. We have complete coverage for you. The 2017 NFL Scouting Combine, Friday, March 3rd, only. Mike Mayock on NFL Network.
Hey, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan and you've got the first overall pick, root for them to take this guy, Myles Garrett from Texas A&M. Dominant player against Alabama, outside speed rush. He killed UCLA and Connor McDermott all day long. He's got length, he's got get off, he's explosive off the edge, can come back under. Look at the pole, the inside pole and back under. This kid's got everything you want. Spin move, relentless, can set the edge physically against the run. At the #1 overall pick, if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I don't see a quarterback there. I don't want to trade down. I want to get a difference maker right there.
And remember, the Browns also, as you said, have 12, Mike. So if they don't want the quarterback there, they could use draft capital to move back up or simply wait for the guy at 12. Sefo Lufau is the new quarterback.
Joe Thomas, I think, had an interesting quote.
Penalty. First down.
And Joe Thomas said, and Kyle Kalis gets called for moving early, Mike, that at number 1, the Browns' perennial all-pro left tackle, that you have to go pass rush there. Why take a quarterback and put the pressure on the organization,
right,
on the quarterback, on everybody? Go with the best player. The best player goes after the quarterback. Again, Sefo Lufau from Colorado, 6 foot, 240 pounds in the game now at quarterback. And that was Kareem Hunt with the carry. I mentioned the Joe Thomas thing. This was Thursday with our colleague Dan Patrick. I think you need to get a pass rusher. I think you got to be careful reaching for a quarterback at number 1, because if they fail, guys, they don't help your team at all.
That's a guy that's been around and seen a few quarterbacks go through those doors. And at the end of the day, I think Joe and I are in agreement.
Yeah, I think they've got so many holes on this roster. Just get sure thing, blue chip football players.
Backing up 5, no gain on that carry to Hunt. Here, though, Burst has all kinds of room on the draw. How about that carry there for Kareem Hunt? 2-time first-team All-MAC, the running back with a gain of 20 for the first down.
And we talked a lot all week about the weight that he dropped. He was close to 230 pounds. He checked in at 208, but you see a little bit more giddy up and burst there than we're used to seeing. How about our little slot receiver out there, Taylor, by the way, from Louisiana Tech? He got one and then he took one.
Yeah, and I think little probably is the right term there.
What'd you say his comp was for the week, Mike?
Trent Taylor at 5'7", 177, comps to who, Mike?
Andrew Siciliano.
Got a little more weight. Big run for Hunt. Kareem Hunt breaks free. Far side 40, being chased by Bowser. Hunt inside the 20. A gain of 43.
Wow. And you want to talk about getting through a hole quickly. Point of attack. Cuts back, Biznawadi walls off, he runs through Jordan Stern's tackle, keeps his feet, and the thing I liked about him most as a running back was after contact, his balance, and he's got a really powerful lower body.
Nice job. That was, again, having that two-way go on the safety. Now you have more appreciation for the tackle we saw that was made earlier.
The leading rusher in Toledo history has 7 carries for 80 yards. Doesn't need a breather after getting chased down by the linebacker. Stays in there. And Lufau's out of the shotgun from the 17. Right back to Hunt. He had room, but Ben Boulware closed that hole quickly. The linebacker from the national championship.
He's an interesting character.
He loves football. He's all ball all the time.
We interviewed him the other day after practice, and he put the headsets on. I thought I gave him a compliment. I said, you know, everybody says you're too short and too slow, but all I see is a football player, and you're going to make a team. I thought he would take it the right way, and he kind of burred up, and he said, hey, forget about the measurables, forget about all that stuff. I proved for 3 years, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm on the boat with you. I'm with you. But I like the answer. I thought it showed a little fire.
Held the back there to 3. Again, Hunt up to Little. He's been a workhorse on this drive. Not a lot of room there. They're going to mark him down around the 12.
I mentioned we didn't see the Bears run any zone read during the week that I can remember, and now they've made some adjustments at halftime and said, hey, it's working for them, let's do it.
John Fox coaching with his Chicago Bears staff, the North all week.
Let's give Zay Jones another chance here.
Throw it up, man.
Zay Jones is going to break the huddle, and the East Carolina wide receiver.
And it's a 2-by, yeah. He's got an opportunity here for a one-on-one here as long as they hold him. Throw it up.
5, got Robinette, Trent Taylor to the left, Davion Smith in the backfield. Smith is going to get the carry, looking for a seam, and he's not going to get it. They're going to give him the 11-yard line to bring.
That Montravius Adams, big number 1 from Auburn. DJ about him this week, and you know, he's 6'3½", 308. He had a scoop and score against Minnesota State. Balls on the ground. You talk about athletic ability. Forget the way he scooped it, dropped his hips, picked it up, accelerated. It's a big man that can move.
He's been in the backfield a bunch today too.
Going to stay on the field for special teams as Zane Gonzalez comes out. He's a first-team All-American from Arizona State, and he has the most field goals in FBS history with hit one earlier. This one will be from 29, and we are going to do a 2-minute warning in the third quarter with the score 16-3. The North going to line up for its second field goal here. 3 quarters almost done at the Reese's Senior Bowl.
This is a snack. This is another snack. Oh, is that Hershey's chocolate? They're all snack brothers from the same snack mother. It's Hershey's Snack Mix filled with pretzels, almonds, and Hershey's chocolate. Boom! Snack-a-lacka. Hershey's and Reese's Snack Mix. Snacks on snacks on snacks.
It's not just a car. It's your daily retreat. Go ahead. Spoil yourself. The ES&DS Hybrid. This is the pursuit of perfection.
This is incredible, seeing the Super Bowl in this town.
Super Bowl week. We've got it all covered. Kicking off with opening night.
This is the big dance.
And ending with the most exclusive game day coverage. Nobody does Super Bowl week like NFL Network.
I've learned thousands of plays under 5 different offensive coordinators. I've thrown over 5,300 passes in my career for over 60,000 yards. And that's just some of what I had to do to earn this jersey.
I went online and ordered it from NFLshop.com.
The best place to get authentic NFL gear, NFLshop.com. Champions, at last, now you can celebrate the AFC's best with the Conference Championship Trophy Collection. Direct from NFLshop.com, it's the official hat and t-shirt Patriots players and coaches are wearing. They had the will. They found the way. Don't miss out on the chance to celebrate like them. You've got the passion. Get the gear. Wear it with pride. Only from NFLshop.com.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, man? How are you? What you got for me? Okay. Is my move? Okay. Good game. Well done. And checkmate. Good game. That's a good move. Checkmate.
Good game, man. So coming up Monday, the Saints-Sations will not be there, but Good Morning Football will be. Who has the edge between the Patriots and the Falcons as we get ready for Super Bowl 51? A full preview of Super Bowl 51. Good Morning Football Monday at 7 live right here on NFL Network. Right here, you see Lad People Stadium, the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl, and the kicker from Arizona State, Zane Gonzalez, who had to wait to the 2-minute warning. Yes, at the end of a quarter, 2-minute warning, as he's lining up for a 29-yard field goal. Again, the most field goals in FBS history for Zane Gonzalez. First team All-American. Hit one earlier, and he has hit another one. So another field goal for the North. 16-6 is now your score. That guy has made some money this week. Zay Jones in his 16-6 game.
This is for everyone. Are you ready? We'll take 16 million tickets, 50,000 foam hats, 2 million of those, and 1 million with cheese.
Hot dog, hot dog. What do you want? Hot dog.
3 million hot dogs and goosebumps. We'll need billions of goosebumps. 1 million pre-game rituals.
Are you done?
What else do we need? Jerseys. We'll take all of them. And one almost perfect plan. Click, tap, dip, or swipe. Choose Visa, official payment partner of the NFL.
Join my alliance and prepare for victory. Bring in the heavy artillery. Now that's how you strike. Mobile Strike. Download and play now. Free from the App Store.
Family getaway.
Turn left. Proceed 10 steps ahead. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, perfect. An SUV from Budget.
Call now and get a sporty SUV from Budget for only $23 a weekend day or $149 a week.
Nice shoes.
Oh, thanks.
Call now for great rates from only $23 a weekend day.
Super Bowl tonight. Deion Sanders and LaDainian Tomlinson recap all the day's events with news, special guests, and the latest happenings around Houston leading up to the big game. Super Bowl tonight starts Wednesday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Senior Bowl's all about making money, but look at Zay Jones, my man. He's been dancing all day long.
Some good dancing right there.
It's like it's the Appalachian State Shuffle. Who made money on the North? You know, we've talked about Reddick and Cup. Their weeks were outstanding. Rasul Douglas, a long cover press corner. Melon Fonwu, if he runs as well at the combine as I think he does, he might have a meteoric rise like Byron Jones, another UConn player. And then, of course, we talked about Zay Jones. Wow. I mean, he's a top 100 pick right now, and he might, and he's ascending, DJ.
And he could dance. You know who else
don't
who can also dance?
No,
Look at
that's
that.
not fair. That's not even fair.
Let me tell you, Mike, you played some safety, but those are corner hips right there.
Hey, there's swivelly, leaky, leaking oil hips is what they are.
He was asking me why I wasn't dancing.
My kids are going to kill me.
I hung out in the quarterback room. We didn't move like that.
Not as much rhythm in the quarterback room. Antonio Pipkin is the new quarterback, and Antonio Pipkin is going to throw a completion to Gerald Everett, the tight end there from South Alabama, and they go hurry up. Pipkin, the small school quarterback of the 6 that are here today. He is from Tiffin in Ohio. Pipkin can make some plays, but he's got to be aware of those around him. Carroll Phillips, the Illinois rush end, brought him down there.
Same thing that happened. Now this is a coverage sack really, because he's going to come around the end. McDermott actually has him, but when the quarterback escapes high and wide, he gets right into the pathway of the defensive end.
9 sacks in 2016 for Carroll Phillips. Now Pipkin is going to throw right, and Pipkin is going to get picked off. It's picked off by Brendan Langley out of Lamar, and that ball comes out. Kenton from Missouri picks it up there as we had Langley go to the ground, but Langley picked it off. Looked like a wide receiver there going the other way, actually.
He played some receivers.
He did.
Yeah, and good and bad for a small school quarterback. Watch him climb the pocket with quick feet. And you like this part of it. He sees it, climbs the pocket, eyes downfield, but then you can't make that throw with a hang defender right underneath your intended receiver. Nice play by Langley.
Yeah, this is what's so cool about the Senior Bowl is at the Senior Bowl, we've got, what, Florida State helmets down here, USC helmets. We just saw the Tiffin quarterback get picked off by the Lamar corner.
The Lamar corner who was beaten earlier by an A&M wide receiver for a touchdown, and the Lamar corner who used to play wide receiver himself that had a nice run back there. And there he is, the 4th turnover of the day for the South team, as Brendan Langley from Lamar goes to the bench, and we make a quarterback change again. It's Nate Peterman, who started this game, back in here for the North. Peterman's going to step up in the pocket and throw behind Trent Taylor, the slot guy from Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intended for Taylor or Davion Smith, who was cutting underneath it and almost got a piece of it, I think.
This is the hard thing about these all-star games. So as a quarterback, I mean, it's been a long time since he's been in the game. Now you got to jump back in, try and find your rhythm again.
Yeah.
Peterman was 6 of 8 before he came back in. Now 6 of 9 for 35 yards. 2 years as the Pitt starter, went there, got his MBA. The transfer from Tennessee when he lost his job to Josh Dobbs, who was playing for the South today. Here's Peterman on 2nd down. Again, has to climb the pocket, throws to the outside, and here's your guy, Cooper Kupp. He is going to get wrestled down by a guy that arrived late off a red eye yesterday morning. Dwayne Thomas, the LSU slot corner.
Nice release there, Mike.
Yeah, good release off press, and you know, he comes from an athletic family. His dad was a 5th-round pick of the Giants. His mom was a soccer player. They're both in the Pacific Lutheran Hall of Fame.
Peterman again pressured and is going to throw it away. We haven't talked a lot about Cooper Kupp, but he really was one of the most impressive players at any position all week.
There was a lot of curiosity because most of his production in college came against 1AA competition. Now, when he stepped up against Pac-12 competition, Washington State and Oregon, 27 catches, 6 touchdowns. And trust me, folks. There was a continuation of that domination all week long. Every day, he beat press coverage. He won quick. He won deep with speed. Be interesting to see what he runs at the combine, but the kid's ascending.
I got to give Rhett Lewis, our Rhett Lewis, some credit because he was at the Manning camp about 3 years ago, Mike, and Cooper Kupp had been down there with you down there.
Yep.
And he said, keep an eye on this receiver from Eastern Watch. I'm telling you, this guy's big time. So, Rhett, you got one right.
Is that Rhett Lewis or Rhett Kleinschmidt?
I've heard it both ways.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 57 of the defense calls number 72 of the offense to react. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They're going to get Ukime from Georgia Southern, the Florida State transfer, the linebacker that won a national championship in 2013 with the Seminoles, had to leave, transferred to Georgia Southern, got here late.
Double go, F drag, HC, going on one, ready?
I want to see Nate Peterman try and push this ball down the field a little bit. You got Zay Jones out wide, you got Cooper Kupp in the game, two of the best wideouts, and your guy I know in this
look at the safety. He's like 30 yards deep.
So what?
Here we go. Peterman takes a shot, but that ball and his arm was hit as he threw, and it falls out of bounds.
Who was that? Willis on there? You had me looking at the free safety, and I didn't see what I usually see.
It looked like Willis coming off the edge.
Yeah, Willis is up here, okay, and he's working on the left tackle. Who's that's the Bucknell kid, Davenport, and
soft edge.
Yeah, and you got this Davenport kid from Bucknell, longest player here, 87.5 inches is the Davenport offensive tackle from Bucknell. He's got a long way to go, really good feet, but he's got to get stronger.
Jordan Willis got to the quarterback at the end of the second quarter and forced a fumble. Zach Banner recovered that one. This forces an incompletion, but here Peterman finds our guy Zay Jones, and on third down, that's enough for a first down to the 32. Although there is a flag.
And that time Willis went with a bull rush against Davenport, the Bucknell kid.
Of the quarter, North team. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Beg your pardon, there was no flag. That was merely a timeout. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
Oh, no problem. I mean, watch Davenport here try and hold up against bull rush. And then again, Zay Jones, you know, he's always open.
Physical at the top of his route.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, they have been coached. The Browns have coached not for these safeties not to give up a big play. They need binoculars back there to see the line of scrimmage, how deep they're lining up.
There's two schools of thought with that deep safety. One is if he lines up that deep, he doesn't have to pedal. It's flat-footed read, and you drive either way. The other is, and the way I was always, you know, you typically somewhere around 10 to 12 yards max, depending on what you're playing.
Greg Williams has coached his defense hard this week, certainly. Aggressively, but that is what Greg Williams does. Zay Jones, 2 catches for 28 yards, and that one to get him a first down. There's Greg Williams. Thought it was interesting this week, says that after he sees these guys up close this week, he's not going to watch them on tape because he's already seen them, he's already worked with them, doesn't need to see them anymore as Peterman throws it out of bounds.
I see Peterman, once he climbs up to reset, he's not resetting his feet at all. He's having trouble finding where to go with the football, but just is a little out of sorts right now. You can see him get some pressure here. I like the pocket movement. We've given him a lot of love for his pocket movement, but if you got opportunity and if you got some space, reset your feet right here. You get outside, put your feet in the ground.
And Andrew was talking about the comment by Greg Williams, which is interesting. He said it to me on the field. He said it to Alex Flanagan in an interview. His point was, I'm not watching any tape. Once I get my hands on him on the field, I know what I need to know. I'm not going to mess it up with tape.
Once I do my thing. 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Peterman is going to throw it over the middle, and that is his running back, Kareem Hunt, out of Toledo. Watching the clock there winding down, they're going to call timeout with 3 seconds to go. Now, the North here has the football. The South started the quarter, started the half with the football. That means the North, if we figure this out right, because we didn't figure it out right at the end of the first quarter, is going to get the ball back if I'm correct.
I am so happy you're navigating this stuff because I'm totally confused, Andrew.
They're going to bring out Zane Gonzalez for the 39-yard field goal. He is 2 for 2 on the day.
I mentioned earlier in the week, I talked to a scout that's been doing this for over 20 years and said this is the highest grade he's ever given to a kicker.
Most field goals in FBS history. He is a first-team All-American at Arizona State, and this one again with a whistle.
I watched
from
Fox.
39.
I watched John Fox walk down to the ref and tell him that he wanted to ice him, and then walk away.
Has he iced his own kicker? Mike, I like.
What's he doing?
I like chocolate icing. I like vanilla icing. I do not like all-star icing.
Wow. He needed to time out, so the clock expired, and he had to start all the way back to the other end of the field.
Explaining it to John Fox with 3 seconds left.
Look at the two of them giggling and laughing.
Did you get all that? South looks to be out of timeouts. Hugh says thumbs up.
Did Hugh call it?
Well, right now we have no South timeouts on the board here, although the scoreboard does say 2 timeouts remaining. The scoreboard actually above the bleachers here in the end zone.
Because I watched John walk down and I didn't understand why he would ice his own kicker unless he wanted to evaluate him.
Well, here we go now, the 39-yard field goal try. Whatever just happened. Zane Gonzalez 2 for 2, and now 3 for 3, and that is the end of the quarter.
Who gets the ball? You need to come back to find out.
They're going to wrestle at midfield, actually.
He hate me.
But we love the game. 16-9. 1 quarter to go here. The 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl.
We should just go home. Don't.
Guys, they're just staring at me in there. I'm just gonna call IT.
Go ahead. Tell them I fixed it. The two of us, as brother. This must be what Steven Gostkowski feels like when he kicks a 50-yard field goal.
This must be what it felt like when Jim fixed the printer.
Pepsi.
I always take the road less traveled. And if the road hasn't been traveled at all, I make my own road, pave my own path, build a shower to clean me off with the power of Old Spice Dirt Destroyer so I can get to the game.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, Super Bowl secrets caught on tape, the Patriot way through the Falcons' D. Plus, who just played himself into the first round? The Senior Bowl final whistle is TA's cue. Tonight, 5:30 Eastern.
It's your morning football!
It's never too early to talk football.
Just go out there and win, like, make it easy.
Filled with special guests and more.
There's no way it can get better than this moment. Yes, let's go.
Good Morning Football, weekdays at 7, only on NFL Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, 3 quarters in the books here at Ladd-Peebles Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. The 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl. This is the 68th edition. Year number 1 in 1950 was in Jacksonville. And ever since then, since 1951, the game has been here in Mobile. Alex Flanagan's out of the sideline. Mike Mayock, Daniel Jeremiah. I'm Andrew Siciliano, and the quarterback still here is Nate Peterman, who is 9 of 15 for 70 yards on the day. And yes, this is still the North on down the field, even though they just kicked a field goal. Because the South started the third quarter with the ball, the North will start the fourth with the ball, and Peterman will start off the play fake with a completion to Zay Jones, who's across the 45 for a first down, and before Arthur Millette from Memphis got him.
So here was the bull in the china shop all week long. Vanderdoes from UCLA had an ACL 2 years ago, an off year this year, but all he did was throw people around this week. Zay Jones against press coverage, up the field, work across. His ability, he gets hit hard there, but Zay Jones' ability to contort his body and change his hands and make it's just fun to watch.
Here's Kareem Hunt with a cutback there. Nice cutback there for the running back out of Toledo. Gain of three.
It's always fun to kind of compare, DJ, college players to who you might think they could compare. I had O.J. Howard. You and I agreed with that one with Olsen. Passignon is the same height, weight, and arm length as Dunlop. Second-round pick to Cincinnati. Forrest Lamp, I thought, was the best O-lineman here. Cody White here. They're the same height, weight, and style of play. Both left tackles that will kick inside. Peterman, best case scenario, Kirk Cousins. Now, that's what his college coach told me yesterday. And then we had Evan Ingram and, of course, Reed from the Washington Redskins.
Second and 8, play fake and a rollout. That Sam Rogers, the Virginia Tech fullback, caught it and got upfield before Alex Anzalone from Florida chased him down.
And that's Anzalone showing some of that sideline to sideline range that he possesses. To me, you want linebackers right now. You'll sacrifice a little bit of thump and take on for a guy that has that lateral range and can really, really run, and you'll see it right here.
Play action, and then he's got to follow and track from the backside, the fullback crossing across the formation. That's really athletic, man.
Anzalone can run. Duke Riley from LSU also on the South defense, wearing number 0, but not on the field right now. He too can run, and it's a 3rd and 3 here for the North.
Let's see who Peterman trusts on 3rd down.
See what he goes. Looks to the right, has to backpedal, and he throws for Zay Jones, and he caught it.
You got your answer.
Wow.
Travius Adams is all over him on the throw, and I give the quarterback credit for, and I think that ball hit the ground.
Owed him one, Mike. They owed him
a couple. Let's see. I mean, look at the it's great coverage.
We're going to call that a catch.
We're going to give it to him, of course.
Yeah.
The LSU corner involved there flew in yesterday, right, Andrew?
That would be correct. Dwayne Thomas from LSU actually flew in to replace a LSU teammate, Tre'Davious White. They passed in the airport at Phoenix. Here's Peterman going down the sideline and incomplete for the guy that we all like there, number 10, Cooper Kupp.
Oh, he got held there, Mike.
Yeah, I think mid-route he was definitely held. Let's see what we have here on Cooper Kupp against that LSU. Stacked him right now. He wins, but he held him a couple times. He got him a couple times there.
Well, the story is Dwayne Thomas was in Phoenix working out. His teammate Tre'Davious White, who had a very good week, but then had an ankle injury, landed in Phoenix, again, where they are both working out, and called Dwayne Thomas when he landed, "Hey, man, can you come pick me up?" And Thomas said, "I'm on my way to the airport. Actually, I think I'm flying out now to replace you." He took a red out of Miami, changed planes, ended up in Pensacola yesterday morning, and then drove here.
So I hope he let him use his car. I mean, is that the end of the story?
I don't know. Here's the keys.
They did throw a flag late there, by the way, to get the holding penalty, get a first down.
So it's a hold there to bring up first down, a defensive hold on the 35, and Kareem Hunt is going to go into the middle of the line to the right. Speaking of LSU defensive backs, they have cranked a lot of them out in recent years.
Wow. And every position they've cranked out NFL players. They've recruited as well as anyone in the country. And Eric Reed as a safety, Claiborne as a corner, Patrick Peterson a Pro Bowl corner. You just, all you have to do is go year by year and look how many LSU guys get drafted, and you can make the argument that Alabama, LSU, Ohio State recently. Who else would you throw in there, DJ?
Well, Ohio State's the new one right now. Yeah. They got a bunch of them coming this year.
A couple of would-be first-round picks, yeah, for Ohio State in the secondary. Peterman climbs the pocket.
That was a hold.
And gets brought down with that ball coming out. He was brought down by Tano Passigno from Villanova. Got him from behind. Montrevious Adams there on that football, and it is a turnover.
Yeah, and this is Passigno, the defensive end that we've been talking about from Villanova. And he's 6'7", 260. He gets the edge on, I believe that's the Kutztown kid. Is that Kutztown or is that
Bucknell?
That's Bucknell,
Davenport.
Yep. He gets his edge, uses his length to flatten, and gets the hit on Peterman.
And it is a turnover, another one. This time it's the North turning the ball over. 16-9, fourth quarter.
Library break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
David, you have one of the worst cavities I have ever seen. Okay, have a good day.
Aren't you gonna fix it?
Well, I'm not a dentist. I'm a dental monitor. I just tell you when you have a bad cavity.
That's bad. Lunch?
Oh, yes.
Where are you going?
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why free credit monitoring isn't enough to protect you. At LifeLock, we not only alert you to identity threats, if you have a problem, we'll spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts who'll work to fix it. LifeLock. Try 60 days risk-free using promo code CAVITY.
Wife, actress, singer, movie star, designer, entrepreneur.
And a road trip loving SUV driving mama too.
Right now, rent a sporty SUV from Budget for only $23 a weekend day, or $149 a week.
Now let's take this bad boy for a ride.
Get an SUV from $23 or a compact car from $17 a weekend day.
The reason I chose eHarmony was you had to pay to be on there, and I felt like the people who were on there really value a relationship.
For my family, we are 3 for 3, and our siblings for getting married. Thank eHarmony for that.
Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today.
The night before the Super Bowl, join host Keegan-Michael Key as we celebrate the NFL's best performances, including Offensive Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player. NFL Honors, Saturday, February 4th on Fox.
Okay, you're watching the Reese's Senior Bowl. South on top of the North, 16-9. Dow Loggins, because we have the North defense on the field now. Here, the North offensive coordinator, the Bears OC, joins us. Dow, thanks for taking time out during the game.
No problem at all, guys. Glad to be on.
So, your assessment so far on your North offense?
Well, we're not really happy right now down here with the officiating, considering we had a touchdown. The East Carolina guy caught a touchdown the first quarter. In the second quarter, we had one call back on a go route. But we put ourselves in position right here to be competitive in the fourth quarter.
As we have a carry here down the left sideline, that's Matt Days out of NC State, and Days is going to take it across midfield, across the 45.
Hey, Dal, this is Mike. You know, it's not real hard to look at your team and go, there are a couple of wideouts that kind of played very well all week long, and they're doing it again today. You mentioned East Carolina, Zay Jones and Cooper Kupp. Can you kind of give an overview of those two kids?
Yeah, those two have had a really impressive week, really football smart guys, and they've shown up today. They showed up all week, so it wasn't a surprise to us that they played the way they have so far.
Days again, gain of around 2. DJ?
Dow, you've seen Kareem Hunt pop a couple runs so far today. What's your impression of him, the running back from Toledo?
Yeah, he's done a nice job. He had the one big series, but I think he had 4 runs, took us all the way down the field. He's had a good week as well.
You know, it's interesting because you can look at a guy like Dan Feeney and you know he's played a lot of football, and then you look at the kid from Bucknell who's got an awful lot of ability but hasn't played as much. Can you give a kind of a contrast of the two players?
Well, you hit it, Mike, is they come from 2 different programs. You have a big school kid and a small school kid. We're very fortunate here because we have an offensive line coach. It's a really good evaluator, and Jeremiah Washburn, he's been impressed with both these guys all week.
As we have Pipkin rolling out, pump fake, and he's going to get ridden out of bounds there by Hassan Reddick. Hey, we had fun with this, Dal. Would you do this during a regular season game?
No, there's no way. Right there, I have no clue what's going on behind me. It's a little bit scary, so I'm listening to you guys closer than I normally would.
All right, well, Dal, go back to your play sheet. Thanks for being a good sport here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Enjoy it.
Thanks, Dal.
Dow Loggins, the offensive coordinator, not only for the Chicago Bears, but for the North team as well. His team down 16-9. And guys, here's a 3rd and 6 for Antonio Pipkin out of Tiffin.
I want to see him take off and run a little bit.
He's got Dorough to the right, Josh Reynolds slotted left. He's going to throw for Reynolds, and there's a completion, and there is a first down with the tackle there, number 16, out of Lindenwood, Connor Harris.
So Pipkin is 6'1", 225, 44 consecutive starts at Tiffin. Keep in mind he played basketball at Tiffin as a freshman and sophomore, and he's being tutored by the quarterback guru George Whitfield, who happens to be a Tiffin alum. So it'll be interesting kind of to see his development as he continues to work with George.
DJ, what do you think of him? He can run 25 career rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, you see a lot of athletic plays, some big-time throws on the move. You'll see him take off and make plays with his legs. This week, when he threw the pick, Mike talked about him climbing up in the pocket. That's what I want to see from him, though. Just live in that pocket, climb up, and make some throws.
Here he's going to hand to Jamal Williams, the leading rusher in BYU history, across the 25 to the 24, as we are under 8.5 to go here in the fourth quarter in the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl. The South with the lead and with the ball.
It's always interesting when you look at a small school kid, you go to the website in their bio, he was listed at 6'3". And I'm watching tape thinking I got a 6'3" kid. And he got here and he was 6'007", which means just an eighth of an inch short of 6'1", which is a significant difference at the quarterback position.
Absolutely. You know, we had some people ask my height after Alex Flanagan tweeted a photo of us on the field before the game. How tall are you, Andrew? I responded, as everyone knows, I am 6'3", which got one response. That means Mayock must be 7'3". 16-9 is your score. Thanks to Dal Loggins for joining us. Hey, get out of the way. Always keep your eyes on the field, Coach. Did we distract you?
No, I can't have happen what happened last night. No. It's not worth it.
Here's my card. I'm sure you know your profits are down 8%, so just let me know if you want to change that.
To err is human. To anticipate is Lexus. The Lexus RX with advanced safety standard.
Kick off Super Bowl week with opening night live.
It just doesn't get any better than that.
We got fans, we got media, we got everything you want.
Super Bowl 51 opening night live Monday at 8 on NFL Network.
Football, baby, the whole world is watching. Feel it in the atmosphere. 1, 2, 3, go! You know how it is?
We're playing football today.
Ain't no better place to be. Right here, right now! NFL football, right here on NFL Network!
Around the clock, we make your morning.
The best hour of your life. We're going there.
Your Thursday nights.
All these guys are doing unbelievable things. That's how we roll here on Thursday Night Football.
And all day Sunday.
If you ball, you're going to get the call. They're playing as a total defense, which makes them dangerous.
We are NFL history.
Going in the end zone.
Fantasy.
These are guys that you don't have to draft.
Fandom.
Nobody would believe this, man.
And the next generation.
With the first Super Bowl potential.
We are football.
The path you've led through hard work, sacrifice, and desire made you. Now, to follow in the footsteps of greatness, one test remains. The Scouting Combine. And the only place to follow all the coverage is NFL Network and NFL.com. The Scouting Combine starts March 3rd, only on NFL Network.
Earlier in the week, Kyle Long tweeted out, if it weren't for the Senior Bowl, I wouldn't be on the Bears. And I couldn't agree more with Kyle. He played 4 games of Division I college football at Oregon. He had a long odyssey. He started as a left-handed baseball pitcher at Florida State, transferred out, went home for a while, had some off-the-field stuff, went to a JC, got to Oregon, 4 games, and lit it up here, and has had a great career ever since.
Absolutely. Got some great feedback from Kyle Long, from Derek Carr, among other NFL NFL players watching this week as Pipkin goes for Taylor, and he's going to get picked off in the end zone. It's another turnover for Lorenzo Jerome from St. Francis. He does it again, and he has some return ability, weaving his way back across the 15.
2 interceptions and a forced fumble. After he played in the NFLPA game, it had a couple turnovers. Horrible, bad throw by Pipkin. I mean, he just stared it down and hung it up there. But let's give Lorenzo Jerome, who's sitting right in the middle, he's reading the quarterback. Look where the quarterback's taken. 2 hitches, throws it way up in the air. Jerome says, thank you so much. This is like Christmas today. It's awesome, and I love seeing that kid compete the way he is.
You want to put that ball up sooner, and you want that over the outside shoulder. Hung it up inside and locked on, and that's that's a big adjustment you're making. Come from Tiffin to coming out here.
Adjustment, but you can't stare it down like that. I mean, free safeties are just hoping to rob your eyes.
And now the North gets it back. We let Dow Loggins get back to his play sheet, and he's back on offense, and Kareem Hunt stays on his feet before Duke Riley wrestles him to the ground. I say wrestle, he was hanging on for dear life, and he got to the 34.
He's making some money today, Mike.
Yeah, I like Kareem Hunt, and again, his weight might be down. We'll watch him get skinny through the hole. Good cut right there, gets up through, breaks a tackle, makes a move in the open field, and Kareem Hunt's having a day. And my point was, if you're 225, which is what he was this season, why did you weigh in at 208? And I still want to know, but man, he's played well.
And he's now over 100 yards, 106 and counting after that 18-yard run, and this one for close to 10 and near another first down.
Temple tough in the middle of this line. Deion Dawkins was a left tackle at Temple. They're kicking him inside to guard. Now at guard, he's got to pull out, and look at the seal on the end against Willis. Nice play right there by Deion Dawkins, who I think has the capabilities to be a starting guard in the NFL.
Officially, it is a gain of 9 for Mr. Hunt, who's up to 115 yards rushing. By the way, if you are wondering, the Senior Bowl record, 192, set in 1959. By Norm Odiniak.
You calling that one, Mike?
You want to call the name there? You're going to tell me I should have known that name.
I mean, if you're going to throw it out there, you got to tell people who it was.
I just said 59, Mike, because I didn't want to have to say it.
Was it the Notre Dame kid?
It was the Notre Dame kid, except I don't think 1959 we can say kid anymore in 2017.
Cam Sutton is playing free safety now. He's in the parking lot.
You can't even see him. He's back here.
Well, I'll say this, the 117 now ties Mike Cloud from Boston College, 99, as the 10th best rushing performance of all time, now number 9.
Mike Cloud.
Yep.
Dawkins just dumped the linebacker, then extended a hand to help him up, and Duke Riley had too much pride for that. No thanks.
Hey, Dawkins is a heavy-handed kid, man. He's a load. And when I say load, I mean that in a very complimentary fashion.
Deion Dawkins, a couple of Temple tough guys. The other one, Hassan Reddick, obviously. Sam Rogers, the fullback there, had that carry. And Rogers out of Virginia Tech is going to stay in the game. The fullback has the single setback here as Peterman is going to throw it down.
There's your guy, DJ.
Trent Taylor out of Louisiana Tech.
Andrew not only can call the play, he actually ran down on the field and made the catch.
That was me. I caught 136 passes this year, 99 in 2015.
Look, that full extension right there. And he's in the red zone drills earlier this week. He scored a couple touchdowns. He's so quick inside in the slot. He doesn't have the size you want, Mike, but he's somebody in that fifth, sixth round area. You get yourself a slot receiver.
Do you remind you of Braverman at all from last year?
Yeah, he's a little stockier than Braverman.
Who's now on the Bears, I believe.
Yes. Uh-oh. Busted play.
And Peterman is going to move forward and save it for maybe 2 yards. Kareem Hunt was back in the game with his 117 yards, and they were not on the same page.
You know, this Deion Dawkins from Temple is interesting to me. He was coached really hard at Temple by an old school guy named George D. Leone. If you can survive George, you can probably survive any offensive line coach in the NFL. And the other reason I like this kid, outside of his physical skill set, he was a defensive lineman until late in his freshman year. So he's still developing. He's powerful lower body, heavy punch, and he's been coached hard. I think this kid got some upside.
16-9 to the North. Punch this thing in. There's a throw over the middle and a completion for a first down to the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle, out of Arkansas.
Nice job working through your progression there by Peterman.
Yeah, and you don't see that a lot with college quarterbacks. When he has time, he's really good with DJ. Take us through his vision here in the pocket.
Yeah, you're going to see he's going to work outside in. He's got a layup underneath, but he realized I got a little more. He clears the linebacker and puts it right on him.
Yeah, he saw Duke Riley jump the route that was short, and he threw it over top. That's a nice read.
Jeremy Sprinkle earlier in the week wore the traditional Arkansas helmet there. He's wearing the chrome Arkansas helmet. As Kareem Hunt is back in the game, takes the handoff, running right, gets out of one tackle, spins through another, and gets about a yard.
Don't tell me these coaches don't want to win either. I think Peterman's got a little bit more than a third of the reps here in this game, Mike.
All I know is if they score, they better go for 2.
Well, look, they're trying to score here. You've got your best quarterback on your roster in Peterman, and then they've had Zay Jones on one side, Cooper Kupp on the other side. They've had their best back for the most part, their Hunt in there.
Yep.
So they're trying to get this thing in.
Hey, all you got to do is scratch a coach, and you're going to find a competitor. There's no doubt.
Guys, we have NFL overtime rules in effect today.
No, we don't.
We're planning ahead. Sam Rogers, the fullback from Virginia Tech, alone in the backfield, and Peterman is going to throw to Zay Jones, who makes the catch, gets out of a tackle from Duke Riley and stretches that ball. He's going to be shy of a first down. Watch the clock here as we wind down towards 2 minutes remaining. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
This Duke Riley's a player.
He can run.
I mean, I put tape on to watch Kendall Beckwith from LSU, and I'm going, who's this other dude? And he's running all over the field, undersized linebacker. He'll be a core special teams player while he learns how to play the NFL game.
Can they get this away before the 2-minute warning on a 3rd and 3? Peterman out of the shotgun. At 2 minutes, they're going to let him play. Peterman back in the end zone, too high for Zay Jones.
Zay Jones had it all day long, and Peterman with a bad throw.
Would have been his 3rd, almost would-be touchdown back of the end zone. This is the pick by Lorenzo Jerome. What a day he's having to set this up. Family loves it. As well they should. How cool is that? 2 minutes to go, 1:55 of the Reese's Senior Bowl.
You've had this snack, but have you ever had a snack within a snack within a snack? 3 levels of snack time at the same time. Reese's Snack Mixes, pretzels, nuts, Reese's Pieces, and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Snacka, what? Hershey's and Reese's Snack Mix. Snacks on snacks on snacks.
If Old Spice sweat difference helps keep me feeling dry, how would they know I worked hard? I've got to make stuff harder. There, that's hard.
All over the world.
At Lexus, what we learn on the track doesn't stay on the track. It just finds more street legal form. Experience the power and precision of the Lexus F-Sport Performance line. See your Lexus dealer.
Peterman wanted Zay Jones on that last throw all day long, and Jones won. Look at him up here. He's going to come down to the back of the end zone. It's wide open. A good throw is a touchdown. Good pocket, steps up. It's 3 feet high. That's a bad throw, man.
The challenge is getting over the linebacker.
Yep.
But giving him a catchable ball. He got it over Riley. He got it, unfortunately, got it way over Riley.
As somebody once said, 3 feet high and rising, and now it's 4th and 6.
What's the play, Mike? What do we got?
I know what you think it's going to be. Let's see what the formation is if your guy's going to get his rub.
We saw a little pick route here to our
This is what you want down here, a little rub. right? Like boom and boom.
That's what we saw all week.
That's what we saw.
It's going to be 4th and 3.
Went the other way.
End zone. Zay Jones for the touchdown. Finally, he gets one.
Why make it more complicated than it needs to be? Throw it to him. Throw it to him. Boy, did he have a great day. My hat's off to this kid right here. Boom and in. And that's all they're looking for. As soon as that linebacker clears, he's got a clean underneath throw.
And here's a guy who not only had a great week of practice, he backed it up in the game. And they're going to keep the offense on the field. Gentlemen, are you happy with 1:51 to go? John Fox and Dow Logan says go back out there. And you have Cooper Kupp and Trent Taylor to the right. You got Zay Jones to the left. And we have a timeout from the south to talk things over.
Hugh Jackson wanted to see the formation.
Taking this seriously.
Oh, this is fun.
As they have been all week. It'll tie it in there as well. Number 80, Michael Roberts out of Toledo, who made plays in practice all week. Can't forget about him.
Over quick backside if you need help.
1:51 to go. The 2-point conversion would give the North John Fox the win, or rather the lead over Hugh Jackson and the South.
Andrew, Zay Jones had 22 catches in one game this year. 22.
Led FBS, Mike, with 158. He averaged 145.5 yards a game.
And by the way, 22 receptions wasn't against, you know, JoJo the dog-faced boy.
It was against South Carolina.
It was South Carolina. I mean, the kid's got some production, toughness. He showed quickness. He catches everything. You want to talk about why the Senior Bowl helps kids? Take a snapshot of this game and Zay Jones.
That 22 was one off the FBS record. His dad, Robert Jones, the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the former linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys, and now Zay Jones for the 2-point conversion, bottom of the screen. As they try to roll to the right, throwing it up for grabs, back of the end zone, and that's going to be intercepted. Either way, the conversion fails, and the South, as you got Harvey Longy and they're the BYU linebacker, the South holds the ball at 16-15. There's not going to be an onside kick because there are no kickoffs here after scores. There's an interception of the 2-point conversion. South takes over.
The path you've led through hard work, sacrifice, and desire made you. Now, to follow in the footsteps of greatness, one test remains. The Scouting Combine. And the only place to follow all the coverage is NFL Network and NFL.com. The Scouting Combine starts March 3rd, only on NFL Network.
If Old Spice sweat defense helps keep me feeling dry, how would they know I worked hard?
I've got to make stuff harder.
There, that's hard.
Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. The East and the West are mine. The North and the South are mine. All seems beautiful to me.
Reese's Senior Bowl is presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Reese's, perfect.
.151 to go on the final college football game of the year. Hugh Jackson and the South leading John Fox and the North 16-15 with 1:51 to go here. Ladd Peebles Stadium, Mobile, Alabama. Hugh Jackson's team has turned the ball over 5 times. Antonio Pipkin has thrown 2 picks. Maybe that's why they're having Pipkin run the ball on the keeper. He's going to get room over the left side and first down yardage.
That's where he's really comfortable too, Mike. I wish they would have let him maybe run a little bit earlier. Maybe it would get rid of some of those nerves early on.
Yeah, you can see his ability. I mean, he's an athletic kid with a strong arm. It's just he needs to be polished a lot. He needs a lot of work, a lot of reps.
Practice squad. I think that's where you'll see him next year. He's a classic case for practice squad.
Yep. I know you mentioned Seattle earlier in the week. They had Trevon Boykin as their backup to Russell Wilson. You fit that system certainly. Pipkin gets 14 there, and now the fullback Freddie Stevenson from FSU is going to take the handoff and run right up the middle into the arms of Ben Gideon as Hugh Jackson wants to keep this clock moving, but it's going to get stopped here by the North with 1:37 to go. 32nd timeout.
Remember we talked earlier in the game that the fullback Freddie Stevenson, and the comment was, hey, in the fourth quarter, if you're trying to run the clock out, he can dot the I, be an I back, because he can run, he can catch. He's a big, powerful kid, not a conventional fullback.
Yeah, your 4-minute back.
Yep.
Hugh Jackson has worked with the quarterbacks all week long. He's worked with Davis Webb. He's worked with Josh Dobbs. He's spent a lot of time as well with Antonio Pipkin, who is the 2016 Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Player of the Year.
The GLIAC.
Something like that. 2nd and 4, and Jamal Williams, the BYU tailback, comes in to dot the I, and he'll take the handoff behind. Williams with a strong carry to midfield. Ryan Glasgow from Michigan was there, but that's a first down.
That was a good physical run. Can I make a request real quick? Can we see Mayock dancing again before the show's over? We've got a minute 20, please.
No.
Come on.
No. As the senior member of this booth?
No, I need to see that again. I think America wants to see that.
I know my kids don't want to see it again.
Lee just texted me. She said, please show it again.
Lee's embarrassed. Michael's embarrassed, and justifiably.
Yeah, but you know, Lee had a birthday last week. Michael's always watching. You know, you weren't home for the birthday. This is the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't ask for much. I promise I do not ask for much. I'm just asking that. We got 55 seconds left.
You want to put that other dude dancing, 7, you let him dance. I'm not a dancer.
We caught Zay Jones dancing. Stevenson again makes a nice move there. As you said, he could be your 4-minute back. Stevenson gets 3. You asked for it, you get it. Ladies and gentlemen, he can bust a move.
Folks, that is the definition of dance like no one's watching.
But sadly, Mike, for you, somebody was.
Yeah.
Sadly for you, but great for us.
Social media.
I'm not opposed. We still have 24 seconds. If you want to bring it back another time, I'm okay with that.
DJ, in addition to short arms, DJ, your lack of athletic ability in any kind of dance move.
Yeah, let me tell you, you guys, going back to the East-West Shrine game last week in Florida, you guys, as we see handshakes, and this is going to be it, you guys had a good co-host jab thing going back and forth.
Well, he can't spell states. He can't spell Appalachian State, yet he's proud.
I'm not sure I can either, and I'm from Virginia. All right, the South. Hugh Jackson won only 1 game during the regular season with his Browns, but they win 1 here. It's worth a smile and a big hug at midfield with John Fox. The defense for Hugh Jackson's team in the South stands tall at the end on a 2-point conversion try. Forces an interception. Harvey Longy from BYU, the linebacker, got his hands on that one to the end zone. And at the end, it is going to be a South victory after another really fun week here. A lot of work being done, a lot of great players on the field with bright futures at the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl. Davis Webb is the most outstanding player, guys. The Cal quarterback, 11 of 16, 165, and a touchdown.
Play action, quick release on the slant, put it where it had to be. Shotgun where he's most comfortable. Made a nice throw there. We didn't see the ball, but nice throw. And again, just an easy throw outside. Stands tall in the pocket, drops it over in the bucket, over the shoulder. He really had a good day, 11 for 16 for $165 and capped off a good week.
Yeah, he was a guy that we had some concerns. Can he be that guy that makes that transition to the next level? He certainly made that transition well today. Let's go down to the sideline and Alex Flynn.
Yeah, guys, standing by for the official trophy presentation for Davis Webb, the 2017 Reese's Most Outstanding Player of the entire game. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Just, you know, I'm very thankful to have a great family that, you know, came down here tonight. My grandparents, my parents, so I was very thankful.